バカみたい子供なのね。夢を追って傷ついて嘘が下手なくせに笑えない笑顔を見せた。 I love you もろくに言わない口下手でこんなに不器用なのにどうしてさよならは言えたの。ダメダメダメよダメなのよ。あんたが好きで好きすぎてどれだけ強いお酒でも歪まない思い出がバカみたい。バカみたい。素直に I love you 届けようきっと You love me 伝わるさ君に似合うガラスの靴を探そう二人でステップアンドいつまでも深夜12時を過ぎたって僕らのラブマジックは時計はしない。おいでねしませお姫様僕のリンゴを食べてねちゃいそうな素直すぎる君がとてもダメダメダメよダメなのよ。あんたが好きで好きすぎてどれだけ強いお酒でも歪まない思い出がバカみたい。当たり前よ宝物さ地球は回り日は昇り君は微笑む。素直に I love you 届けようきっと You love me 伝わるさ君に似合うガラスの靴を探そう二人でステップアンドゴーいつまでも深夜12時を過ぎたって君は僕の愛しい24時間シンデレラ。ダメダメダメよダメなのよ。あんたが好きで好きすぎてどれだけ強いお酒でも歪まない思い出がバカみたい。
Howdy, y'all. Hi, gamers. Sorry I'm a little late. My headphones just decided to not cooperate with me, but it's all resolved now, it seems, so we should be okay. Hello, hi. Yeah, my headphones, like, it registered as them being connected, but like no sound was coming out of them, and it was very weird. I just had to fiddle with like the input source and everything, and I got it working again, but it was kind of bizarre. Also, my bangs look very gross today, so ignore that. But I hope y'all are doing well. We're doing some more investigating today. Happy almost Christmas as well, by the way. God, I literally put dry shampoo on my bangs and they still look like disgusting. I don't know why they're doing this today. It's just a bad bang day, I guess. I don't know. But yes. Today we will finish case 2, and then we'll jump into case 3, because I don't think there's too much left in case 2. Then we'll jump right into case 3, which I'm eager for. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this already. Yeah. I'm officially on break, as I'm sure many of us are. Hiccup, sorry. Sorry, I don't know why it looks like my bangs are like greasy as hell. I swear they are not. I don't know why they look so weird. I should just like see if I can like push them to the side, I don't know. But yeah, it's almost Christmas. It's a big week for Ace Attorney fans. I know everybody's like, dawn of the final day, 24 hours remain for tomorrow's festivities in the Ace Attorney world. And then the slightly lesser known, but very, very fun as well, Merry Christmas, just after midnight. I will be streaming tomorrow. I do plan to do an almost Christmas stream. I think it will be fun. And it's a nice way to like, I don't know, I kind of feel like this week I kind of want to do earlier streams. I don't know why, it's just maybe the feeling of being off. I don't know. It makes me want to do more things earlier in the day because I have the time to. The question is, I don't know what to do with said time. I've mainly just been gaming, honestly. I feel like I am on a bit of a... After watching Sonic 3 the other day, I have had the very intense urge to play a bunch of Sonic games. I think I want to play Sonic CD, because I think I could play that whole game in like one go. I'll probably just play it on my own. And then Sonic Adventure. I don't think I'm ever gonna finish Sonic Adventure because it's just way too buggy. I don't think... I want to know what happens, so I'd like the full setup for Sonic Adventure 2, but that game is just... Oh my god, it's just... That game is in shambles. Hopefully Adventure 2 is a bit better in that regard. I think it's a bit better because I do want to play that one, especially after watching Sonic 3. And then... I kind of want to subject myself to the disaster that is the Shadow the Hedgehog game. I am morbidly curious about that game, okay? I know it is not a good game, but I am so curious as to what actually goes on in that game. It looks utterly ridiculous. From the little bit that I know of it, it truly looks absurd. It's gonna be a terrible game and it's going to be hilarious. It would be kind of funny if I could stream it, but I don't know if I could... I'd have to like bring my GameCube up here and get a capture card. I don't know how to set that up. But I do want to do like something different for like maybe New Year's or something. I want to stream like something like a one stream game that could just be like fun and silly. I was playing around on The Sims earlier today because I toyed with the idea of doing my like 2024 House of Blorbos or whatever. I opened the Create-A-Sim and immediately got overwhelmed, both by like the lack of like clothes that I have, because I don't have very much CC, especially like for men's clothing, and I don't even know where to start looking for ones that would fit like Emmett Selk, Date, all those, Simon Blackquill. I guess I could look up like, I did find like a specific Emmett Selk CC hair, but I didn't find like his coat, so I actually have to like find clothes that would fit him, but nothing does. None of the default Sims clothes fit him, and I don't even know where to start looking for things that do fit him. So I might scrap that idea for a stream, because it just is kind of overwhelming. I'm not like an expert Sims creator by like any means, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I would get self-conscious about like making them look right or whatever. I don't know. I'm not very confident in my Sim creating abilities, but that's okay. And also I don't have any expansion packs for The Sims, so I don't have any like extra personality traits unless I find some that are like mods. I did have like an artificial intelligence or like a robot personality trait mod, because years ago when I was making the Danganronpa V3's characters on The Sims, for the robot character, I looked to see if there was like a robot mod, and you could like basically give them, replace one of their personality traits with like a different type of robot, like relying about their different needs. Like this one makes them like not need to like eat or sleep or anything like that. This one means they can't die. I don't know. There's like 5 different potential like robot settings. Yeah, and I also had a lot of Genshin Impact CC. I don't know why. I don't know what I was doing. I found a bunch of Genshin Impact CC on my Sims 4. It feels kind of like it's cluttering everything up. Maybe I should clean some of it out because I'm probably not gonna use it. But yeah, I think I kind of do want to. I want to think if there's like something like really silly and funny or like goofy that we could play on New Year's Eve. Man, I really wish I could play Deadly Premonition on stream. I think that would be so funny to stream. But again, I keep hearing that the Steam port is like so horrifically buggy to the point where it's like it needs mods to like even be playable. And like, that's so sad, because that could be a very fun, silly game to stream. Oh my god, I'm looking at Deadly Premonition on Steam right now. Similar to games you've played, Ace Attorney Investigations and Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Interesting. But yeah, the fact that it, like, everything says it's, like, really buggy, like, that's upsetting. I really want to play it. Reviews in the last 30 days, like, everything says it's, like, unplayable. Yeah. I don't want to have to, like, get mods to make a game playable, you know? Or even playing Shadow the Hedgehog, I don't know. If I could stream from my GameCube, could I play Shadow the Hedgehog to celebrate New Year's Eve? I don't know. I do not know. But I do feel like I'm getting on like a small little Sonic kick, and what else do I need to play? I think Sonic CD and Sonic Adventure 2 are my 2 priorities. I probably should just go through all the ones that I own. They're like, I played a little bit of Sonic Heroes as a kid, but I never played through it in its entirety. So that's probably like, I know that comes after Sonic Adventure 2, so maybe I should just play them like in order, you know? Maybe I should just do that. Yeah. I also kind of want to play Shadow Generations as well. I should probably play Sonic Adventure 2 before that. All comes down to Sonic Adventure 2. But I don't know, I guess especially after the movie, I really want to play Shadow Generations. I could get it, that one is on Steam. I could get the PC version of it. I don't know. If I feel like streaming it. I don't know, because I don't normally stream platformers, but I did just stream Hi-Fi Rush, which is a platformer to some extent. And I had a good time with it. I guess it depends on like the story and the presentation of it as to whether I can like do well streaming a platformer. Like if there's like not a ton of dialogue and stuff, it's a bit harder, like with Hollow Knight. I did my best with streaming that one, and I really loved the game. I love that game so much, but it was kind of hard to stream because there's so much like filler, like, not filler, like, I'm running around exploring, and in the meantime I have to think of things to talk about, and it's kind of hard. I don't know. I struggle with yapping sometimes. Oh, I still have my shadow nails. I'm surprised they have not like chipped at all yet. Yeah. I guess I'm just in a platformer kind of mood lately after Hi-Fi Rush and now Sonic. I don't know. I'm also looking at Celeste in my Steam library for a next game to play on my own. I do need to finish some of the games I do have in progress, like P3P, Elden Ring. I just want to finish one of those, but Celeste isn't too long from what I understand, unless you're trying to 100% it, which I don't know if I can do that because I heard Celeste is pretty hard, but I will do my best to get as many achievements as I can, which is kind of where I'm at with Hi-Fi Rush as well. I don't know if I'm going to be able to 100% Hi-Fi Rush because some of the achievements are hard as shit, but I did my best. I got all the collectibles, or at least most of the collectibles, which is good enough for me. I just like collecting things. Sorry, my bangs are bugging me so much. I'm gonna put a hat on. I'll be right back. Alright, kids. Dad is here. Good old dad hat. Never fails me. It feels appropriate because my daughter is in this case. My daughter, Franzi. I love her. But what was I saying? About platforming, yeah. Maybe I should just play Celeste, I don't know. Just on my own. And not worry about, like, completing something else in the meantime, because every game that I have in progress is, like, wildly different. Like, I have P3P, which is a JRPG, Elden Ring, you know, like, Souls-like, Slay the Spire. I need to finish Slay the Spire, or at least make some progress in it, you know, which is a deck builder roguelike, like Balatro. I haven't played as much Balatro lately. I don't know. I need to get back to it. And 14, I need to get back to 14 too. I am slacking so hard on Final Fantasy 14. But that's all to say that I don't have a platform in progress right now. I could just jump right into Celeste. Or Sonic CD. I need to see if there's like some Sonic music to add to my stream plays, because Sonic music slaps. Like, they have always gone so hard on the soundtrack. Yeah. Ooh, for a fun, silly time next week, we could play mouthwashing. Ha ha ha. Nah, I think if I stream on New Year's Eve, I'm gonna want to do something silly and fun. Mouthwashing is not silly and fun. I need to think about what I want to do. I just want to laugh. I don't know. The Sin-Zone would have been a cool thing if I wasn't, like, horrendously overwhelmed at the prospect of making Sims and making them look good. But that is okay. That is all okay. God, my backlog is a mess. Anyways, should we jump on in and do some investigating? Let's do some Miles Edgeworth investigations. We're gonna finish case 2. Alright, gaming. No more what ifs. I miss P5. Oh, I'm also making progress on my replay of P3 Reload. Or, I guess not, replay isn't really, like, the best way to phrase it, I guess. Just my 100% attempt. I'm kind of speeding through everything to just do all the social links. I'm on December 30th. I'm, like, zooming. I played it a bunch today. I got through, like, 2 whole months in-game today alone. Just zooming. My party is all, like, level 90-something from cheesing the Reaper, so I, like, do not have to fight any enemies and grind at all. I can just, like, run entirely through a whole block of Tartarus in, like, 10-15 minutes. It's great. Alright. Anyways. It's game time. We gaming. Oh, we're in the sky! The background changes based on the case. Let's continue. I believe this is gonna be the last section of this case, or at least one of the last. Anyways, we were on a plane. There was a murder on a plane. And Franziska's here. My daughter is here. The dad hat is appropriate, because this is my daughter, and I will protect her with my life. Look at Tenero just, like, staring straight forward. That's kind of silly. These sprites are they're very, like, goober silly. They look like sad puppies, like Gumshoe especially. I mean, that's his default look. Everybody has, like, super silly stares. It's very cute. I love these sprites so much. I'm very curious as to, like, what the normal Pixel sprites look like, too. Can you, like, switch them, like, mid-game, or no? Gameplay, Or... I don't know, I guess it doesn't matter. Cammy is very eepy, she is. And we're about to, possibly yoink her for murder. I hope you're doing well, Jesse, how are you? That's fine, I need to see what these pixel sprites look like. Like, these are just so... These sprites are just so squishable. Like, look, they're just little... Ah! Man. Anyways, let's interrogate her. Hello? Miss Meal. Miss Meal! Huh? Do you recall what you said earlier? About when you answered some service calls as we were departing from Zhengfa? Oh yeah, recap. Dude was found murdered in an elevator during turbulence. Two things which were very traumatizing for Edgeworth and made me sad. Through some investigations and stuff, we found that he was an Interpol agent that Franziska was meant to meet with. My daughter Franzi is here, and we have some sibling antics, and I can tell Franziska doesn't want Miles to be guilty here. She didn't want that for him because she cares about him. You're off the words, I can't read. You're off their Christmas and getting the last few gifts wrapped. Nice. I'm a little worried about some of my gifts because I ordered gifts around Black Friday weekend. One of which was supposed to come by today and it has not arrived. And the other, I'm basically gonna be short 2 gifts on Christmas Day, most likely. And it's for my immediate family and they understand, like it's not gonna be a big deal, but it is what it is, you know. I just wish, you know, I order them with plenty of time to spare, and they're not here. It is what it is, though, and I'm glad that they're, like, all understanding and everything. It's not gonna be, like, awkward. Anyways, Cammy. Huh? Are you okay, girly? Charlie just barked downstairs. I don't know if you could hear that. He just howled. Charlie, please calm down. I don't know what you're barking at. Put a picture right on the way on it and give him that. That's an idea. You said that Mr. Hicks was sitting in his seat at that time. However, that is simply not possible. Because Mr. Hicks was dead long before we ever touched down in Zhengfa. Oh? Miss Cammy Meal. Part of me is wondering, like, did she do this on, like... You know, the way the cult part always has, like, their breakdown where they, like, break their facade and then they start to, like, act like all actually guilty. But the way she's, like, so drowsy, part of me is like... No, she has to be faking. I should just play and see what happens. Maybe I didn't see what I thought I did? No one could make a mistake so large, Miss Meal. But I make that kind of boo-boo all the time. This is going nowhere. There must be a better way of resolving this contradiction. Very well, Miss Meal. If you please, tell me about your alibi during the time span, from just before we were to land at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. when the body was found. Are you telling me I'm a suspect, Mr. Edgeworth? I mean... Girly, please don't sleep through your testimony. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. From 3 to 4, I was in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self. Oh, yeah. And from 5 to 6, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self. Oh my god, girly. That literally contradicts what you told us earlier, too. How is a man supposed to react to a testimony like that? Miss Meal, wake up! Ah! Oh, brother. She fell asleep again. Looks like the only way I'm going to be able to wake her up is by pressing her. Grill her!
Hold it!
Miss Meal, wake up! Ah, I'm awake, I'm awake. Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you do something about this flight attendant this instant. Why ask me to wake her when you can finally put that whip to an appropriate... Edgeworth, don't make her whip a sleeping woman. Also, Franzi actually respects women. Nah, I'm joking. Edgeworth does respect women. I think the only woman Franzi has ever whipped was Lotta Hart. But yeah, don't ask her to hit a woman. What is wrong with you?
Hold it!
If I remember correctly, food was being served in first class in the lounge, between the hours of 3 and 4 a.m. Yeah, but that kind of stuff's run by Miss Rhoda. Then what were you doing in the attendance room at that time? Eating and then having a most delicious dream. You mean you were neglecting your duties? No way! Sleeping's part of our job too, you know. Oh, yeah. Very riveting testimony. Miss Meal, how many times do I have to repeat myself? Wake up! I'm awake, I'm awake. Oh! Ouch! Oh, what did you whip me for, sir? Ooh, what did I miss? A poor detective being on the receiving end of a lash in your stead. Really? Sorry about that. You can make amends for that by continuing with your testimony. Yes, for Gumshoe's sake, please, cooperate. So you were alone the entire time, were you? I need to review my evidence. Do you have anything from Miss Tonero about... Well, this was her own testimony, and that literally contradicts what she's saying here, so... I mean, would this just be what we do, even though we already are calling this into question? And then... Alright, well... Yeah, no one else even popped their head in to say hi. Oh, well, I think a contradiction just popped in to say hi. Edgeworth, you're a fucking loser, man. What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Obviously. Oh yeah, Rhoda Tonero brought a suitcase in. She brought a suitcase into the room. Miss Meal, there's a clear contradiction embedded in your testimony. Huh? What are you talking about? It's not possible that you were alone in the attendance room the whole time from 5 to 6 a.m. Okay. Bottedness, yeah. I mean, this was bought at 5:40 a.m. and then Tonero brought it in, so I guess this?
Take that!
Yeah. I wonder if you'd be so kind as to take a look at this receipt, Miss Meal. Huh? A receipt? For what? It's for the suitcase Miss Tonero bought. Now, if I may direct your attention to the timestamp. As you can see, it clearly says 5:40 a.m. Miss Tonero? Yes. Huh? Why is the killer here? I thought you'd have had her locked up by now. I requested that she be present as a witness so that we may straighten out your complex lie. Girlie is so unfazed. Now then, Miss Tonero, between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m., you took a trip from first class down to the first floor in-flight shop, correct? Yes, I went to the shop to buy a suitcase. After which, I went straight to the attendance room to drop it off. And did you see Miss Meal there at that time? No. So, Miss Meal, where were you really between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m.? Girlie, you can't just pretend to sleep. I can't tell, is she pretending to sleep or is she actually sleeping? Miss Cammy Meal. Huh? In the bathroom? Why do you sound so unsure? I'll be the one to ask the questions here. Yeah, maybe that's it. I probably just missed her. Nature calls, you know. Do you take me for a fool? That's a little too convenient to be true. Because girls don't poop. That is a widely known fact. But it's the truth. Cross my heart. I don't have enough conclusive proof to counter-argue her at this stage. You don't believe me, do you? Well, please, won't you give me a chance and hear me out? Look, I know you're suspecting me because I'm one of the crew. But you think then maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhoda, too. Well, my voice is already... She's the one in charge of the elevator keycard in the shop, you know. If you ask me, that makes her super suspicious. Please leave Mr. Nero out of the conversation. Only you are under suspicion for now. I don't get it. Why are you covering for Miss Rhoda all of a sudden? Oh, now I get it. Maybe you've got your eye on Miss Rhoda. Girl, this man is a flaming homosexual, in case you couldn't tell. Of course I'm keeping an eye on her. I can't throw others. He's also autistic, by the way. Never mind. But you want to know something? Miss Rhoda actually kinda... I have absolutely no interest in people who can't appreciate my sense of design. Jesus Christ. Now's not the time for this sort of talk.
Hold it!
No, it's not the only reason I have for suspecting you. Your statements regarding Mr. Hicks also turned out to be a bunch of lies. Ah, but say I wasn't an attendant. You wouldn't suspect me then, would you? Are you gonna pull the I'm not actually an attendant card here? Yes, I suppose that's true enough.
Hold it!
She's already being detained for further questioning, or have you already forgotten? Oh yeah, I guess I just forgot. Cammy, don't tell me you suspect me too. Sorry, I put my hat on and my headphones feel weird. Also, my back hurts. I have like a muscle cramp in my back. Ugh. Sorry, I can't help it. I mean, other than you, there's no one else who could have done it. I can't believe you would think that. I mean, me, a killer. Miss Meal, what did you mean just now by no one else could have done it?
Hold it!
Well, we now know the murder took place in the cargo hold, so the shop and the elevator are irrelevant, right? I mean, not entirely irrelevant, but like, when it comes to the actual murder itself and where it happened. And what are you in charge of, Miss Meal? I take care of the attendance room. That doesn't count! Oh, but I spent so much time in there, it might as well be my responsibility. Mr. Edgeworth, Cammy is very talented in languages. So she assists passengers who may not speak English. Oh yeah, didn't she speak in Borginian earlier? Yeah. She's the only one on this flight who is fluent. Oh, you mean that kind of what I am in- Oh, you mean that kind of what I am in charge of. Why didn't you say so in the first place? What else could I have meant? I love seeing Edgeworth get mad. Yeah, so I'm really good at Borginian. She's fluent in Borginian. Do I have a Borginian document? This, yes. Says statue was onboarded in Europe. Yeah, could she read that? Yeah, I take care of anything that has to do with Borginian. Very interesting.
Hold it!
Actually, your on-the-job behavior makes you super suspicious in my eyes. Huh? But why? Well, Miss Tenero is busy with the passengers and all of her other duties. You have a lot of free time on your hands, thus providing you with ample time to commit the crime.
Objection!
Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you cease and desist in this line of conjectural questioning. I won't allow you to bluff your way through this like a certain defense lawyer. Picking up on the boyfriend's habits? But I do not honestly believe Miss Meal does not. But I do not honestly believe Miss Meal does any actual work aboard this flight. Oh, that's not true, Mr. Edgeworth. Although, well... Oops. Miss Meal, it's very unladylike to push suspicion onto someone else. That's not what I'm doing at all. I'm just saying that Miss Rhoda's very sus. There you go, pushing everything onto her again. I don't get what you're saying. It must be a really abstract concept, huh? The only thing abstract here is the landscape inside your head. I love his insults. I meant to press that last one and I clicked too much.
Hold it!
So could she translate this document? So what exactly do you do as the one in charge of some Borginian stuff? I do stuff like translate things from and into Borginian. Cammy is the only member of the crew who understands Borginian, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Meal, I take it that is your job to process all the Borginian paperwork. Yeah, see, I totally pull my weight around here. So it would appear. Miss Meal, it's very unladylike. Oh, yeah. This is what I saw before. Alright. All the Borginian paperwork. Does that include this?
Objection!
So, you are the only one in this flight crew that speaks Borginian. Is that correct? Oh, yeah, I guess so. I studied abroad in Borginia for a while. If that is the case, then the signature on this document belongs to you, doesn't it? Okay, let's go. Beats. This is a falsified piece of documentation with only one purpose. To lead anyone who read it to believe that Mr. LeBlanc's statue was loaded in Europe. The only person who could have either prepared or processed this document in Borginian is you, Miss Meal. Without your participation, the smuggling of the Alif Red could not have occurred. Don't sleep while I'm pointing my finger at you. Oh, there she goes. Girl, is that a bubble wand? Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, she was faking the sleepiness the whole time, wasn't she? Oh, I wouldn't dream of falling asleep on you, Miles Edgeworth. There we go. It is exactly as you say. Are you confessing to have participated in the smuggling? No, far from it. It's true that I was the one who signed off on that document. But you can't use that fact alone to make your allegation of smuggling stick. There is no direct correlation after all. All you have is my signature on a piece of paper. Is Cammy Meal even did she use a fake name to sign that? Like, that says something R. That is not her name. Really? All you did was sign it. Yeah, in the Ace Attorney universe, we have grape juice instead of wine, and bubbles instead of cigarettes. Although, didn't D. Vasquez have like an actual pipe or something? Oops, I clicked too fast on some of that. Echo, hello, you saw something awesome today. Ooh, what is it? Shinji and Kaoru being stupid. Oh, I love that. Aw. Them, yes. I neglected to check if the cargo had been loaded on the plane properly, so sorry about that. It seems she's finally woken up. Oh my god, Jake! Wow, my alert box is covering my face. I forgot to move it back. I should move my alert box. Hello, readers. Hello, welcome. I need to move my alert box. Hello. Hello. How's it going? Hi. I need to move my alert box real quick. How is your stream? Can we get a shout out? Hold on. How is your stream? Are you liking Persona 5? If you're not following Jake, please do. They're playing Persona 5 right now, which is one of my favorite games ever. It's been a very fun time, very silly time. I'm doing this on purpose because I'm so happy to be here. Oh my god, amazing. Very happy, we're so happy to be here. But yes, if you're new here, my name is Angie. I mainly play RPGs, visual novels, story-based games like that. Right now we're playing, you met Akechi, you met Akechi, let's go! That's so exciting. That's so fun. I'm so happy about that. What a guy. Raid and run to finish, meta finale! Oh my god, have fun with meta finale! Hello, Ariane. Hello, how's it going? But yes, welcome, raiders. If you need to raid and run or lurk or spoilers, whatever you gotta do, please do that. We are close to the end of the second case in Investigations 1, so we're still pretty early in the game, but we're reaching the climax of a case. So, I'm not looking because I still need to play this game. Tell Edgeworth I love him. Yes, we love you, Edgeworth. I'll give him a little head pat. Oh, I will give him a head pat. Here we go. Head pats. I need to ride and run and walk the dog and make dinner. No worries. Thanks for the lurk. Oh my god, thanks. I have my hat because my hair looks disgusting today and I can't be bothered to deal with it, so I just become dad instead. But yes. It's edging time. We're gonna edge all over the place. But yeah, I'll continue on again. If you need to lurk for spoilers or raid and run, please do that. It seems that she's finally woken up. This is going to be one tough fight. Suppose, and this is just a supposition, even if I was involved in this smuggling, you can't throw the charge of murder on me just like that.
Objection!
Okay, Franzi. I heard that as I was taking my headphones off. Oh no, it's okay. Bye. If you were involved in the smuggling, you would have a strong motive to kill. Agent Hicks was in the middle of an investigation regarding a smuggling ring. And just when he was about to close in, he's killed by a member of that ring. Have fun edging. I will have a lot of fun edging. Well, did you ever stop to think that maybe Rhoda is the smuggling ring member? After all, unlike me, Rhoda has access to many things on this plane for work purposes. Angrily blowing bubbles in his face. So perhaps there is some element of a setup at play in this case. What are you talking about? Don't worry, I wasn't talking about you. I meant the killer. First it was myself, and now it's Miss Tenero who is under the microscope. Seems to me that our killer is going to great lengths to pin this crime on anyone they can. You have no proof that Rhoda's being set up, or that she isn't. Actually, I believe that she was indeed the intended target from the very beginning. I believe that the plan was to push all of the blame for the crime onto her. And this evidence will prove my suspicions. Okay, beats. This proves that the out to frame her from the beginning. Maybe the use of the suitcase? Would that be it? I'm gonna go with the suitcase.
Take that!
The killer could have hidden the body anywhere, and yet they chose the suitcase. Why is that? Perhaps it was to move the body up from the lower deck to the first floor. However, why go through the trouble to do so? The only way all of these actions make sense is if the killer had wanted to frame Miss Tenero for the murder. Miss Tenero buys a suitcase on every flight she works without fail. But should her suitcase be switched with the one containing the victim's body, that would put her in a very tight spot. Unfortunately for the killer, the turbulence put an end to that plan. Yeah, you can angrily blow bubbles all you want, bestie. There wasn't enough time to put the body back into the suitcase. Ergo, they made do with what whoever was at hand, adapted their plan. I love it when he says ergo, he's so goofy. And tried to frame me as I lay unconscious on the floor from the turbulence. The killer then went to hide the suitcase in the in-flight shop, and brought the piggy bank back to the elevator in order to fabricate a false weapon. A lot of work for a fruitless endeavor, wouldn't you agree? Sounds like the killer had a tough time too, huh? I mean, why did the killer need to frame someone that badly anyway? Not just because of the special circumstances surrounding this particular case. Where the murder, or when, who the victim was? I mean, I guess who the victim was. Fuck. The killer's at a loss of what to do with Agent Hicks's body. But as it just so happened, there were a bunch of empty suitcases nearby. Being a skinny man, the killer thought to put his body in the suitcase and hand it off. You mean that the whole plan to frame someone was an elaborate coincidence? No, that's not what I said. You wrongly deduced my meaning, Miss Meal. The one with the wrong deductions is you. Think before you speak again. Patience, Franziska. I was about to reveal the truth. Reaper, hello! Kind of having my own Maya Fey channels Dahlia Hawthorne moment where I'm channeling the sleepy meal right now. I hope you're doing well. How's it going? I guess when it took place? Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. God damn. I'm just grasping at straws. The murder took place before the movie was scheduled to go on. Around that time, almost all of the passengers had returned to their seats. Therefore, the killer had to choose someone who was not at their seat to frame. Isn't that an explanation for how the killer chose who and not why they had to? Well, I thought it best to start from there. If we're going to talk about completely unrelated matters, do you mind if I take a nap? You're sleepy? Oh no, I'm sorry. Hold on, I'm just getting to the meat of my argument. You would know all about meat, wouldn't you? The special circumstance is simply that the murder took place on a plane mid-flight. No matter which country, customs is quite strict in this day and age. So no matter what you do, the chances that the body will be found is very high. Therefore, there was no choice but to frame either Mr. Nero or myself. In other words, the only one who fits within the boundaries of the criminal's movements is not Mr. Nero or myself, but you, Miss Cammy Neal. Only you and you alone could be the killer. And... Are you done already? I was about to fall asleep again. Anyway, let's be honest here. You don't have anything on me other than a whole lot of circumstantial evidence. Damn. Edgeworth likes meat? Shocker. Okay, wait, music? Okay, this is new music. This game has the funkiest music in the whole series, holy. I can see the outline of how the murder occurred, but I have no definitive evidence. And isn't there a piece of evidence that's still unaccounted for? Something that it still can't quite fit into the big picture. I guess the phone. This is the only thing we haven't presented yet, right? Yeah, why did they take his phone, I guess? I'm gonna go with the phone. I think that's the last, like, we haven't done much with that before, yeah. Edgar's coming in with his own themes, yes! I don't have any actual evidence. See, we don't get to hear this in the courtroom because we're always kicking his ass. But this is what we hear whenever he's winning. And it's nice to hear it for a change. I thought not. But that's because it went missing and still is. Missing? What do you mean by that? In the complex puzzle that is this case, there was one piece I kept getting stuck on. And that is the victim's cell phone. Franziska, you were waiting at the airport for a phone call from Agent Hicks's cell phone. Or at least, that's what you told me. That's right! But Agent Hicks's cell phone cannot be found at the crime scene. You mean the killer took the phone with them? Precisely. I suspect that if we are to find that phone, it will lead us to the killer. Come on, get serious. If the victim fell to his death from that height, wouldn't his phone break as well? We won't know that until we try a little experiment, will we? Franziska, I'd like to ask for your assistance. You know the victim's phone number, do you not? Of course I do. Ooh? Agent Hicks's phone! It's ringing from somewhere, sir! I hear it, Detective. Now where is it coming from? Is it back here? Or is it on Cammy? Miss Meal, wake up! Sorry, Edgeworth. I got sleepy all of a sudden because it sounds like a lullaby I used to love as a child. Better find that cell phone fast! It's in the flight attendant's room. Oh my. I need to talk to everybody first. This phone is ringing for a long time. It's a Nokia. The ground will be the one breaking. Real. Okay. Let's get one thing straight. Neither of us are. Yes. Don't you dare answer his phone when you find it. Understand? I understand that you don't want to pay for the call. Mr. Edgeworth. Don't worry, Mr. Nero. I will get to the bottom of this and find the truth. So please wait here until I return. All right. Thank you for all you're doing, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's go! Run! 4:12 p.m. This has been a long day. Is it literally just is it in the trash? That looks like a wallet even. Leave no stone unturned, Detective Gumshoe. We must find it. It doesn't seem to be over here. Alright. Is it in her locker? But it's not here, sir. Why do I have such a bad feeling about we ever going to find the phone? She planted it in Tenero's locker, huh? What? No, it can't be. This has gotta be the victim's cell phone. Just whose locker is this, sir? It's Miss Tenero's. What? Oh, brother. So, Mr. Edgeworth, how did it go? Wasn't this song in Apollo Justice? Wasn't this like the Spark Brushel theme? Because it sounds familiar. But you knew it would be in her locker, didn't you? Are you gonna tell on yourself like that? So, Mr. Edgeworth, how did it go? Where did you find the phone? I found it in the flight attendant's room, in Miss Tenero's locker. What? But... Rhoda Tenero? I don't know anything about the phone. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Miss Von Karma, is it? I suggest you arrest Miss Rhoda Tenero right away. Wait, I have a theory. This is related to the incident with the keycard. When the killer went to steal the keycard, they conveniently stashed the cell phone in Miss Tenero's locker at the same time. This is related to the keycard, all right. In the same way that we have zero proof that the killer did just that. The only voice that sings the truth is evidence. That is the one bird we cannot ignore. What should I do? Franziska's right. I can't offer baseless conjectures at this point. Right then, why did the culprit take the cell phone from Agent Hicks? Must have something very incriminating on or in it.
Hold it!
What now, Miles Edgeworth? It's not over yet. Look at how proud he is. Delvin, how's it going? Thank you for being here. We have yet to figure out why the killer took the phone. What? Inside this phone lies the final piece of incriminating evidence that will point us to our killer. We need to examine this phone in more detail. Alright, there's a crack on the screen. The LCD is broken. Without a screen, you can't even place a call with this. Anything on... There's a camera. It's a camera lens. Come to think of it, I wonder, how exactly was Agent Hicks planning to preserve the crime scene of a smuggling? Franziska, I need you to confirm something. This cell phone, can it take pictures? There's a camera lens on it, buddy. Mr. Edgeworth, I can't believe you don't know about this kind of basic stuff, sir. We're in 2019. This is 2019, or... Yeah, is this 2019 when this takes place? Start playing ZZZ and lost your 50/50? No, I'm so sorry. That sucks. But are you enjoying the game? This looks like a very similar model to my own. And mine can take photos just fine. It matches her hair. Do you think Agent Hicks could have taken some pictures with this? In particular, pictures as evidence for his smuggling case. Okay! This sounds like old Sonic music. God, I really want to play another Sonic game. I have the Sonic bug right now after watching Sonic 3. I want to play Sonic games. 2019 and Nokia's still the rage. Yeah. Very durable phone indeed. If so, I'd say there may be some very inconvenient photos in here for our killer smuggler. But the phone's all busted up, sir. Can you get, like, the memory card out? Even a super prosecutor can't repair a broken phone. I'll find a way, don't you worry about that. Weren't photos, like, kept on, like, memory cards or SD cards on phones back then? Or am I wrong? I did not get Miyabi, and yes, I'm enjoying it. Oh no, but I'm glad you're enjoying it. Can I go back to sleep now? The LCD screens on the inside and outside are broken, that's for sure. But that's also reason enough to believe that the killer wasn't able to erase the data. What? What do you mean by that, Franziska? It looks like our killer isn't very familiar with electronics. The phone still rang when I called it, meaning only the LCD screens are broken. Oh my, yeah, you can still use a phone with a broken screen. I've broken many a phone in my day. It's possible that the photos are still there inside, waiting to be accessed. All we need to do is transfer the data to my phone. Uh-oh, why are you sweating, girlie? Franziska, your phone if you please. Very well. It's transferring. All right, displaying it now. Is this Borginian? This is... Agent Hicks was most certainly trying to obtain some evidence for his smuggling case. Hey, the leaf thread's nowhere in this pic, sir. But this has no meaning as a piece of evidence in this murder case, right? Oh, it's only like 40 to 60 polls? Okay. At least it wasn't like up to like 70. Huh, my voice needs to warm up. Oh, she's right. There's not much we can find out from this Agent Hicks's killer, sir, about this. Is this it? Is this the end? Is there really nothing in this photo we can use? I mean, this could have been before it was happened, or before it was taken. Handle with care. I mean, is this in Borginian? How does that compare to what we have here? Those boxes were not there before. Yeah, those boxes are where these are now. What's all this? Oh, a cargo ship from Borginia to Zhengfa. So the reason they aren't here now is that they were dropped off in Zhengfa. Mr. LeBlanc, can you tell me the contents of the boxes? Unfortunately, there is no English written on them anywhere. One cluster of boxes is written in Borginian. It says, it is cloth in English. Like the one that we found in the case, with blood on it. My revenge someday where I'm the one shit sacking so hard the entire community pulls with anger. On my original copy, we're 11. Oh, you got from a beginner discount poll. Ooh, nice. Cloth, could it be? Is this where the killer? What floor is that scary face? Miss Mill? Yes. It appears that Agent Hicks was no ordinary investigator. He left us with a piece of evidence after all. A striking piece that will point out who his killer is. Oh my god! The remix? Maybe you should enforce your mistaken reading of a simple picture, Miles Edgeworth.
Take that!
And what is that supposed to prove? The killer used this piece of cloth to wipe up the blood they had spilt. But there was one thing that bothered me this whole time. Where did it come from? Actually, objection, dumbass. Haven't you heard? You absolute failure. Did Gumfuck not tell you? I need to stop doing this. I do this every single time. Oh, guitar! And now I've finally found my answer in this very photo. Do you know you don't know the original video, the one you update the autopsy report video? Hold on. It's important. I need to mute the game real quick. Just for a second. Just for 1 second, this is very important. Hold on. I hate that I know that video. It's a classic. Hold on. This is a very important video. Did Gumfuck not tell you? Salary cutting noises. Yep. Celery cutting noises. Wow. I hate that I hate that I know it word for word. Actually, objection, dumbass. Haven't you heard, you absolute failure? Did Gumfuck not tell you? Salary cutting noises. Your garbage excuse of a hypothesis. I'll shove my entire cravat up your ass because it's fucking wrong. Why? Well, you little bitch, if you would take a look at this motherfucking updated autopsy report. The cargo that was unloaded in Zhengfa had cloth written on it. In Bojinian, that is. And this is where the killer grabbed a piece from to clean up the blood with. That's right. The killer was someone who could read and understand Bojinian. And the only crew member that fits that description is you, Miss Camille. That's pretty flimsy. The killer probably searched through all the boxes looking for something to use. When you're frantic, you don't care if the box is in English or Bojinian. Sorry, but I cannot agree with your assessment of the killer's indiscriminate nature. What? There was no need for the killer to tear through boxes at random at all. And if the killer supposedly could not comprehend Bojinian, well then. Logically, the killer would have opened this box first. The bed sheets box.
Take that!
Hey, it says bed sheets in English right on the box, sir. Precisely. And bed sheets would be perfect for cleaning up blood, wouldn't you say? So what are you trying to say? That if I were the criminal, this box of bed sheets would have been what I would have spotted first. However, the killer chose to use some Bojinian cloth. Do you have an explanation for that? The killer didn't want anyone to know that the real scene of the crime was this cargo hold. So they were afraid to leave signs that the box for sheets had been opened. However, the Bojinian cloth, well, that's a horse of a different color. Because the killer knew that it was going to be unloaded in the Republic of Zhengfa. That's right. That is why the Bojinian cloth was used. And the only Bojinian reader on board who could make such a calculated decision is you, Camille. You and you alone. Whoop, got her. It would be very easy for us to confirm if any of the boxes are resealed. All we would have to do is contact the Zhengfa authorities in time. We may even find other evidence to incriminate our killer within those boxes. So what do you say, Miss Meal? Why not confess to your crime here and now? Or would you rather wait and see what we find out from our investigation in Zhengfa? Oh. Ow. Beats? Beats? Is this Hi-Fi Rush? He was Interpol. I couldn't stop it. I brought him here. He started taking pictures. I couldn't be found out. I was scared. I was in trouble. Whee! What's it, the bubble blower and stuffed animal? I mean, she's had the stuffed animal the whole time. I think the bubble blower is just supposed to be like a cigarette, but not. Finished making all the arrangements to take the suspect in, sir. Very good, detective. What about the smuggling route? Did she say anything about that? I'm taking it down to the precinct now. Hopefully we can get more out of her there. Whenever we even approached the topic, she just started foaming at the mouth. It was scary, sir. She probably wasn't prepared to commit a murder all of a sudden. One thing is for sure, the brain behind this whole mess means serious business. It looks like there's a lot more to this case than meets the eye. And this is gonna tie into the whole plot of the game somehow. This is where it all began. Mr. Edgeworth! I just wanted to say how much I appreciate everything you did. Thank you very much. It was nothing. In fact, I should be the one thanking you for your cooperation. But truly, if it wasn't for you, I might not be here right now. Instead, I can continue to serve our passengers as a flight attendant. I hope that, well, please accept this as a token of my appreciation. Aww. You really don't have to, bestie. I see. You don't have to take it if you don't want it. Gumshoe can have it. No, I mean, I would never turn down a lady's generous offer. Oh, thank you. I'm sure it'll serve you well. And remember, we here at GoU Airlines are always ready to serve, Mr. Edgeworth. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Now I must bid you farewell. May all your skies be blue no matter where you go. Can't believe you wound up investigating the whole day, sir, but boy was it fun. Good old murder with my buddy Edgeworth. Speak for yourself. My day was filled with earthquakes, elevators, and false charges. By the way, where's Franziska? Oh, she's filling out some customs paperwork for her departure. Departure? No, where's she going? Ms. Von Karma's always really busy, sir. She's been flying from country to country to chase down some leads regarding her case. Is she investigating this smuggling ring? Detective. Can you cancel the car I had you reserve earlier? Got it, sir. Are we gonna investigate more with Franziska? Oh my god, can the two of us investigate this together? Abaddon! Hello, how are you? Franziska. I thought I told you when you first landed. I have no time for idle chatter. I have no intention of wasting your time. However, it has been a while since we last met. I also have no time for such familiar reminiscences. Just who do you think I am? She said there's no time for brainless sentimentality. I'm doing pretty well, Abaddon. I hope you're doing well. 2 days to Firefly, yes! Also, I think I'm gonna do my fugue polls on stream on Thursday at the beginning of stream. I'll do my polls and then we'll jump into investigations. You are Franziska Von Karma, a very proud prosecutor deserving of much respect. Aww. Until only a little while ago, I was but a wretched mutt who was always losing to you. A dancing Pierrot. A dancing Pierrot living her life on the name and fame her invincible father built. True, your father, Manfred Von Karma, didn't lose a single case for 40 years as a prosecutor. However, I wouldn't say he was invincible. What are you talking about? The group I'm on the trail of is a little more troublesome than most. The smuggling route we found this time is only one sliver of a big picture. Sounds like a dangerous assignment. You really don't have to worry. I can take care of myself. Yes, I suppose you can. He's just worried about his little sister. I'm doing my polls the moment they come out, and I just send them to my other friend that's playing for Firefly. Good luck to you both. I hope you get everything. You're gonna get multiple Fireflies in a single 10 poll. It's gonna happen, trust. Plus, there's another agent on this case with me. Oh? Another agent? He's a star among Interpol agents and has the highest successful arrest rate. Who knows? You may even run into him one day. I was simply caught up in this one case. I hardly see why we would cross paths. I suppose. But I doubt he would say the same. I'm not following you. Is he here right now? You'll understand soon enough. The fight has only just begun, Miles Edgeworth. I'll be back in this country soon enough. And when I am, you can be sure I'll pay you back, in full. Aww, siblings! After showing that video, I should dub it over. What, you want me to do actually, objection, dumbass? Like that video? There's a discount in Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I think I remember saying it was like 60% off for me too. Play the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. And I think it's like 16 USD right now. I'm not sure what that translates to in other currencies, but change your life for just a little bit of money. Rewrite your brain chemistry. Oh, there is a tub of it. Ooh. I just need to get 2 in 1 temple, and then I can go for Fugue. Let's go. And just like that, she's gone, huh, sir? thank goodness. I can finally rest easy knowing I won't have to watch out for her whip. Detective Gumshoe, I want to thank you for all your help and cooperation. Oh, it was nothing, sir. I was just happy to be able to work with you again. Aw, that's so sweet. I think I'm gonna celebrate by adding a little extra salt to my instant noodles tonight. Just how much did you cut his salary by, Franziska? Buddy! The pot calls the kettle black. Is that the correct use of that phrase? And Detective, I was wondering if you might give me a ride down to the prosecutor's office. Sure thing, sir. I'll even fly down the road in the patrol car if you want. Don't make me remind you, Detective. Safety first. Thus, I solved the first case upon my arrival home. You can feel the mockery he's trying to put out. I know, he's such a bitch, and I love it. I love that we get to see his internal monologue of him just being an asshole. Well, he's not just an asshole in his internal monologue. He is, like, verbally, especially to Gumshoe. Franziska von Karma, the smuggling route she was after. The leaders of that ring had already put their trump card into play. And to the players on the other side of this war, they would begin to make themselves known through the next incident. Oh? Edgeworth speaking. Ah, finally. I called who knows how many times earlier, but I couldn't get through. And you are? Ah, have you forgotten my voice, Miles, my boy? Mr. Amano. Ernest Amano. Earnest man? He's an earnest man. He would never lie. Is that it? Ernest Amano, correct? Ah, so you do remember me. I know it's rather sudden, but I can't ask this of anyone else. There's been an incident, Miles. My son. He's been kidnapped. New figure from Edgeworth's past? Alright. The kidnapped turnabout. Let's continue. Ooh. Are we gonna meet this guy? I feel like I've seen pictures of this guy. I've seen like the visual like looks of like most of the characters in this series. So I'm interested. I'm curious about this man. Let's go. Why does it look like a werewolf? Good question. The old-fashioned one? Or like the, oh. Yeah, I would say the original trilogy. Oh my god, good to hear. Now make sure you don't lose sight of me. I'm counting on you for backup. You can count on me, sir. I have to go. The kidnapper is supposed to contact me soon. Oh. Who would have thought that upon my return, I'd be thrust into a kidnapping case? And that I would be the one who would have to make the ransom drop-off. Good God. Oh, he's using the suitcase. Aww. Yeah, because nobody would bother going through that suitcase because it's ugly as fuck. Yeah, I would say the original trilogy is probably the best to start with to kind of get a feel for like how the series works. And also because it, you know, it's the first one and it has like the fewest bells and whistles. So if you like go backwards after playing a later installment, it could feel kind of like simple in terms of gameplay mechanics, but that's not a bad thing. It's like seeing where it all began, you know? But you could absolutely start with the Grey Ace Attorney Chronicles. But that's like, you know, like eating dessert first and then the rest of the food afterwards. Yeah, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. Alright. Let's see. I checked that the money is all there, safe inside the suitcase. Now all I have to do is await further instruction from the kidnapper. Is that the fucking blue badger on the bridge? And on the lantern? God, this really is like a police state that we're living in, huh? Japanifornia really is like a police military state, huh? Which I'm expecting to be transferred to my cell phone. I wonder who else is around. This is the meeting place, after all. Miss Tenera will be proud of someone using her suitcases. Oh my god! Welcome to Gatewater Land! Gatewater Land, that's the hotel from the first one. Did the bellboy really make a whole amusement park out of the hotel because a murder took place there? And of course they have the fucking Blue Badger. Oh, thank you. And a big hello to you! I'm the Proto Badger! Nice to meet you! Proto B. Excuse me, but were you perhaps thinking of taking a picture of me? Is that the kidnapper in there? A picture of you? I can just feel like a headache developing right now. Like, oh my god. Is it a pun on Watergate? Yes. Because I won't say anything for people who have not played the first trilogy, but some things that happen in this case, in that particular case where the Gatewater Hotel is used, that's a very intentional naming choice because of things that happen in that case. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, it's based on feudal Japan and Victorian London. It takes place in those two regions, and it's very cool. Sorry, but I'm not interested. Oh, that's too bad. Well, have a good day. Hello?
Who are you? You're not Ernest Amano.
It sounds like the kidnapper is using some sort of voice alteration device. I need to get a voice changer from my mic. I think it'll be so fun. I need like echo effects, like the zero, like voice distortion. I'm his representative, Miles Edgeworth.
Are you a cop?
No, I'm a prosecutor. Watergate 2 Electric Boogaloo! I know what you're wondering, and yes, I have brought the ransom money with me. You're saying this in front of the Blue Badger.
I see. In that case, bring the money with you to the stadium.
So this person intends to see if I'm being followed, huh? Please, Detective Gumshoe, I really need you to come through for me this one time. What if Gumshoe's in the suit? Oh my god. It's the fucking Gaviner's guitar. Oh my god. Oh my god, the Gaviners are here. Oh god. Troop Grammary too. Max Galactica versus Troop Grammary. They both suck. Sorry, my camera's covering this. So many Easter eggs here. Max Galactica versus Troop Grammary. Pedophile versus abusive family. Who would win? And the Gaviner special concert. Edgeworth speaking.
Next, come to the haunted house.
And just how long do you intend to have me wander around for?
That's for me to decide. You don't have much of a choice here, my friend.
I suppose not. I've arrived.
Go inside.
Oh, this is all, this is a haunted house. It's decor, right? Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. What a dismal place.
That's it. Go through those doors.
Am I being watched from somewhere? Is the Blue Badger following me?
Leave the money and go. Now.
What? I was hoping for an exchange, but maybe I should do as they say for now and not push it. He's here for my kneecaps. I couldn't catch even a glimpse of the kidnapper. Perhaps I should keep an eye on this haunted house until police backup arrives. I've seen this before, actually. I have seen this picture before. I've seen that and I didn't know the context of it. And incredible. Wow. Anyways, I need to pee. I'll be back in a moment. I'm gonna run an ad while I go. What's some fun kidnapping music? Wait, no. I'll just play jazz. Smooth jazz to get kidnapped to. I'll be right back. I'm back. Hi. Oh my god, if there is a loop of the updated autopsy report video, I could make that like the next next time I take a break, I could put that on loop. All right. We just got walloped by the Blue Badger. A cab includes the Blue Badger for sure. The guy betrayed. No, can't be. Then the deal. Who is that? And what are they talking about? What's my favorite of the autopsy report video? Let's go! Is it in the Discord? Split police. Alright. In front of meet up. I can't move my body. I fear I may faint again. Oh no! In the Discord on the Ace Attorney channel, thank you. God, this is the worst place to wake up, surrounded by blue badgers. How long was I out? It wasn't raining like it is now when I made the drop-off. This was supposed to be a simple affair. So why have I been taken hostage as well? Also, should I update the stream title because, we're past the Franziska time? I can only assume Detective Gumshoe lost sight of me at some point. The only reason I agreed to be the drop-off man was because of that phone call. Just put ex-siblings, stop! It is a Mr. Ernest Amano, the director of the powerful Zaibatsu, the Amano Group. But aside from that, I also owe him a great debt of gratitude. It should be something about the badger, right? All my homies hate the blue badger. I'm changing that to the stream title. His only son, Lance, had been kidnapped. Lance Amano. I know that Lance is already in his 20s, but I guess some things you never grow out of. I can't sit around waiting for someone to come help me. I must escape somehow. I love that they said we're gonna get some mileage out of this sprite of Miles being tied up like this. This is 2 cases in a row this happened. Was that you making that funny sound? Who's there? And how dare you laugh at a gentleman's plight? Ah! Let's go! She's finally here, oh my god. I've been waiting for this! Okay, banger music. This is our the thief, right? A kidnapper, me? No way, I'm not into such petty crimes. Nope, I'm after something much, much bigger. Yep, there's the logo. Ah, I must be worn out from today's ordeal. Focus, Miles. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Sorry about that. Ahem. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief, Yataragasu. I missed Yatagarasu, wow. Great thief. And did she really just claim to be the Yatagarasu?
Oh, but my real name is Kay Faraday.
Yay! Kay Faraday! Let's go! You plus your 5/5 plus and you get them? Ooh. You finally got speed boost with crit damage for Sunday. Let's go. I cannot get those at all. Every time I farm relics for him, it's just complete dog shit. I give up. But it's Kay! I've been waiting for her. I knew of her existence. She's one of the characters that I knew of ahead of time. I knew that she was a thief, and that the one other thing that I know about her is that based on the in-game timeline, her earliest possible birthday is September 11th, 2001. Anyways. Oh, and Faraday Friday is a thing. So in addition to Fuka Friday, we will now celebrate Faraday Friday.
You can call me Kay. Kay? Good. Glad that's settled.
Oh, I just bit my tongue. Ow. Not quite. I have a mountain of questions for you. Did you like coming through the window, girl? But first, if you would be so kind as to remove these ropes.
I wonder,
Should I remove them? No, let him be miserable.
I was actually having a lot of fun watching you make those silly faces.
Me too, bestie. See, she's just like me. How do you even celebrate your birthday on that date? Good question. I have no idea.
Hey, there's no need to get all mad and icy glary on me, you know? This rope goes through here, and there you go.
What a relief. I owe you my thanks. Oh my god, she's almost as tall as him. With the hair, she's taller than him, but... Okay. Maybe he's a bit taller than I thought. Yeah, the hair makes her look taller.
It's okay. You can pay me back in full later.
Now then, what question should I start with? Unfortunately, I can already tell nothing is going to be easy with this cheat girl. Look at my badge.
Don't surprise me like that. I can't believe you're just shoving things in my face. I mean, aren't there more pressing things you'd rather ask little old me?
She has a point. I should probably find out more about my mysterious savior first. Alright, the park pamphlet. Alright. This guy... 17! That's my new daughter. You call yourself a great thief, yet are you really a thief at all?
You doubt me? I get it. You think that a young lady like me couldn't possibly be such a big-time thief, right?
That's not the part I have a tough time believing.
I am the real genuine Yatagarasu, you know? Yup, I'm a pure-blooded great thief. It's a little something I inherited from my predecessor.
In that case, you wouldn't mind if I arrested you then, right? I mean, she did break into my office the other day.
What? Of course I'd mind. I haven't stolen anything yet. Seriously, I don't know how you can say such a horrible thing to your savior.
Oh my god, her pouty face! That's true. Technically, she hasn't stolen anything in front of me, yet. When you say you're the Yatagarasu, do you mean you are the Yatagarasu?
Yup. The most righteous of the righteous, the legendary great thief. But I inherited the title only recently. So I haven't had a chance to steal anything yet as the second Yatagarasu.
So you didn't break into my office. I was not aware that thieves could pass down their titles like that.
But don't worry, I've got some big plans in the works.
Big plans, huh? They wouldn't happen to lead to a big arrest, would they? Sorry, my nose is itchy. Ow! Go to jail, girly pop.
I knew it. There's just no reasoning with the prosecutor.
I'm not the problem here.
I'll have you know that the Yatagarasu has no interest in stealing petty trinkets. There's one thing and only one thing I want to steal.
Only one thing. And what would that be?
But that's going to have to wait until we find our way out of here.
Well, at least there is one thing we agree on. I'm sure I'll have plenty of time later to learn more about you.
So you never told me what your name is, Mr. Prosecutor?
I guess not. I'm Miles Edgeworth.
Ah, now I remember.
How can you remember something I just told you? But she sure is cheery.
All right then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's get out of here.
There she goes. Oh. It would seem that we are locked in from the other side.
What? No way. I don't hear you. La la la.
Okay, you do remember where you came in from, right? Dirty girl. It looks like that might be our only way out of this room.
Whoops, a slight miscalculation. That's a good height to make an entrance from, but I can't jump that high to make an exit.
Girlie, she did not think this through, wow. How did she even find me? I suppose we have no choice but to look around and see if we can't find another way out. Isolation room. Oh my god, this is just like Zero Escape. Seek a way out. What is this?
Looks like the Bad Batcher, and it's looking as bad as ever.
Looks like a costume head to me.
I guess the Bad Batcher's costume is, at the very least, a two-piece, huh?
The real question is, why is only the head sitting out here on the floor? Isn't this my phone? It looks like it made it through the ordeal intact. Why did the kidnappers not take his phone?
If only there was a way for us to contact someone on the outside.
Ah, but we do have a way, right here.
There was a cell phone here this whole time.
If I'm right, Detective Gumshoe should have contacted the precinct for backup by now. But I'd forget everything and wake up in another timeline! Yes, we have to shift. Edgeworth, Mr. Edgeworth, you have to shift, sir. Are you okay? I was so worried, sir. I'm fine. I was knocked unconscious for a spell by the kidnapper, that's all. I'm sorry, sir. I'm such a failure. If only I hadn't lost sight of you. Detective, we don't have time for this. Have the police set up a perimeter right now. Don't have to worry about that, sir. I already got the boys working on that. But in doing that, I sorta... Ah! What's wrong, Detective? Sorry to butt
in, but I'm afraid you're going to have to make do with me.
He's not using the voice changer, is he? Who is this? Shilong Lang of Interpol. He's the agent. Isn't he? The one that Francisco was going to meet. And I do know what he looks like. A pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard a great deal about you. So why exactly is an Interpol agent like yourself involved in a domestic kidnapping case? Don't sweat the details. A crime's a crime, whether it's on a local or a global scale. Besides, you're the one who's in a world of trouble. And why would you say that? Lang Zi says, a pack that runs together stays together. The pack... Okay. Why am I getting all the wolfmen in all the games I've played recently? Catch my drift? You caused quite a ruckus by running blindly into a situation and then getting caught. You should have contacted the police from the very beginning. I'm sorry that this happened because of a lapse in judgment. However, I humbly request that you please help me here out of here post haste. Sorry, no can do. What? We're hunting the kidnapper now, and I haven't got any hands to spare. As I said, my pack moves as one. Oh, sorry. Is he the alpha? Oh God. You know, I keep meaning to do this, and I keep forgetting. I need to make an Omegaverse counter that we can reset every time I mention the Omegaverse on stream. I need to figure out how to add that. Adding to my reminders, add Omegaverse counter. What has my life come to if I'm doing this? I don't want more people. Hey, I mean, there are worse things on the internet than the Omegaverse, so. My pack moves as one. You're the one who wanted to go it alone, so good luck to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh, and once you do catch the kidnapper, rest assured we'll come find you, eventually. You!
What's wrong? Did you get cut off?
No, my phone ran out of power.
No way!
Doesn't matter anyway. We should try to get out of here through our own means.
Yeah, I have a name to live up to after all. If we put our heads together, we're sure to find a way out. Hey, there's something inside the bottom right box.
Oh my god, that's like Blossom's bow from the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, I think it's a pink badger costume.
Pink badger?
You don't keep up with what's going on in the world, do you? In that case, you better study up on the whole badger clan.
But this, oh my god, is this actual evidence? Oh my god. Really? Oh my god. What is this thing?
Think of that as a Bible of all the things you'll ever need to know about the clan.
Whatever, I suppose I can keep it as a reference guide or something. Okay, cool. I suppose this means that this is where they keep all the costumes.
It certainly looks that way. It's like the Badger family's home.
There are 8 boxes, but 7 of them are empty. Which means that 7 of the costumes are in use right now. Well, there's one head here. But aren't these badgers the mascots of the police force?
Well, I heard the police had a hand in sponsoring this theme park. Probably because the Gatewater Group owes the police from all those cases they solved.
They have all the power of the state, and they used it to make a theme park. That's how they make a police state, baby.
It's not just any theme park. They have a handcuff-shaped double-looping roller coaster.
That's quite enough. I'm feeling woozy from just the thought of such a thing. Every suspicious-looking nook and cranny, let's go. Why is the flap on this one, open?
Look, it's the Blue Badger.
I suppose even this thing can be popular with women.
My nemesis.
Mine too, bestie. I am literally Kay. What in the... Why is she beating it up? She is so me.
He's got the word badge right in his name. That's nothing but bad news for someone like me. And to think he's out there wandering around in this park. I better be careful or he's going to arrest me by the power of his name alone.
I somehow doubt that the Blue Badger has the power to arrest anyone. Kay says ACAB, and I love that for her. So this is the Blue Badger's rival, the Bad Badger, huh? Do you feel some sort of reverence toward this badger, Kay?
Huh! I can't believe you'll be so stereotypical when it comes to thieves. Surely you must also think there are much cooler and cuter ones out there, right? That's it. I've decided that the thieves and thievery need an image makeover. Like
Persona 5. Good luck with that one. I guess the flap is not relevant. This is that blue badger I met at the main gate.
Excuse me, but his name is Proto Badger, not Blue Badger. He's based off the very first design created by the local police chief. You know, when you compare the two, the Blue Badger looks a bit cuter.
I suppose as he continued to redesign him, the chief managed to make him cuter and cuter. Even humanity has come a long way when you think about how much we've evolved. Oh, of course you would think about it like that, buddy.
Are we comparing the Blue Badger to humans now? Time to trash goodbye. Good night, have good sleeps.
I suppose this is the pink badger. So observant, Edgeworth. But since it has the same design, doesn't it seem forced to call this one a real pink does not automatically equal female.
You think so? I mean, just look at how long her eyelashes are.
Yes, because anytime you have a cartoon animal, you know, you gotta put on eyelashes so the people know it's a girl. That's the only difference.
And the fact that she's pink.
Yes, and
her lips are red. See? Lipstick.
See, Edgeworth doesn't give a fuck about gender norms. What? She has nothing to say about the giant pink ribbon, or is that too obvious? Alright, is that everything aside from the key that I can look at? And what have we here?
Oh,
Why do I feel a laser-like stare aimed right at me? Did you want to take a look?
well, don't mind if I do. Ooh, I see. Yes, this is definitely a key. I'm sure it's a key to something.
So observant. The something is what is relevant to my interest. Okay, is that everything that we can inspect here? Is that every suspicious-looking nook and cranny? Yep, it is. Huh, my voice is still warming up. Okay, what's this? Our lockers?
Man, why do they have to put the windows so high up anyway? How is a thief supposed to make her daring escape?
I suppose we could make our way out of here if we were able to climb on top of these lockers. Come on, Edgeworth, start climbing.
Haha, that's pretty clever. You'd make a good thief yet, Mr. Edgeworth.
Please don't ever place my name into the word thief in the same sentence ever again.
Let's see. I wonder if I can just jump and grab the top of the locker here.
Aw, you're too short. She's too short.
Man, why do they have to make such a ginormous lockers anyway?
Even if we wanted to use these lockers, we need some sort of foothold.
Maybe we can use this paint to help us escape.
And what exactly do you have in mind?
Well, we could paint help in really giant letters.
And who, pray tell, would see these giant letters? We're inside a building.
Okay, then. How about we light the paint on fire and send out colored smoke signals?
I love her imagination.
Anyone who saw would think some crazy arsonist was about and call the cops. Actually, that may not be great for me, seeing as I'm a thief and all.
Let's try to find something other than this paint to use, shall we? They're holding a Blue Badger photo rally.
You didn't know? Plus, it's not just the Blue Badger, it's his whole family too. If you manage to snap a shot of every member of the family, you get a really posh prize.
Take a picture of every member, receive a prize. There was only one of each of the four wandering through the park. Well, that doesn't add up with what we saw on the shelf, but okay. Yeah, we can do this.
You can't do that, that's cheating. There's only one of each badger in the park, so you have to work for it.
Speaking of badgers, there was one sitting against a wall in the haunted house.
Seriously? But somehow I don't think that one counts, Mr. Edgeworth. You have to take pictures of the costume ones walking around the park.
So those are the rules of this game. How quaint. So we saw the real Proto Badger, and then the other Proto Badger in use was in the haunted house. So that's 4 badgers accounted for. Do you know where the person who kidnapped me went?
Well, after they locked you up in here, it sounded like they went into the next room and started talking to someone.
I feel like I heard something as well, but it's all a haze in my mind. However, I do recall that the kidnapper was talking with someone. It was just a guess before, but I guess I really am dealing with two kidnappers here.
After that, they left. It almost seemed as if they were done with you.
I suppose that is the case, as my kidnapping seems an afterthought to the 1 million. Well, if they went into the next room, let's see what we can find out through the You just left $1 million in cash? That's how much the ransom was? Holy.
Hey, don't you think getting out of here is more important right now? You can ask me about that later.
Okay. She's probably gonna say that about everything. Anything else in here? The door.
Oh, we can peer into the room the kidnappers were in from here.
Every suspicious looking nook and cranny. A ladder! That's a ladder, not a stepladder. Is that what I think it is?
It looks like the kidnappers had an escape tunnel prepared just in case. That's awesome! They're like a bunch of great thieves themselves.
No, they're not, because I highly doubt they made the tunnel themselves. The floor panel was removed and propped up against the beam in a very specific way. I think this building was originally built with a basement or underground area.
Yes, it has gameplay! Yeah, we're investigating, Baden. We are investigating in investigations. Chairs!
Oh. I guess the chairs aren't as important. There's a beam in the next room identical to the one in this room. There's even a hook on it to hold a propped up floor panel in place. Which reminds me.
Did you find something useful, Mr. Edgeworth?
Perhaps. I may have found a very handy hint to how we'll get out of here. Is there a ledge like that in our room? There's a door on the opposite side that appears to be the same as this one, which would mean that I can probably assume that these two rooms are very similar in structure. I believe I may have just found our ticket out. Is that everything I can inspect? Are we just gonna move the tarp and go through the trapdoor? This is the beam I was tied to.
What's up?
Oh, those are direct visual novels? Yeah. There are investigation segments, but you don't really, like, walk around like this in them. It's kind of similar, but you do have more, like, you actually see yourself walking around in these ones in particular. I was pondering if perhaps we can make it over and out the window if we climbed this.
Good thinking. And if it's climbing action you need, just leave it to me.
Thanks. This little hook looks like it might make for a good foothold. Up you go, Kay, and good luck.
Count on it. The great thief Yatagarasu spreads her mighty wings and takes to the skies. Here I go. Oh.
Oh my god, the breeze. Oh my god, her scarf looks like wings. That's so cool. As I thought, this beam was definitely not made for climbing.
What do you mean, as I thought? I'm not your guinea pig, you know.
Alright, logic. This hook on this beam.
You know, I already tried, and there's no way I can jump from this hook to the window. Come on, even you have to admit when something's just not possible.
I wasn't about to suggest that again. Rather, that was here for a different purpose.
Really? Like what?
As you saw in the adjacent room, it's clearly for keeping a floor panel propped up. Which means there should be a panel in this room that we can open as well.
Oh, I get it.
We didn't notice its existence all this time because it was being hidden by this top.
All right then, let's fold this thing up and see what's underneath.
Oh, my voice.
Now this is what I call a treasure.
Alright, any other logic or no?
Wow, this must be another entrance to the secret hidden basement. I totally smell treasure.
And I wish to smell the sweet fragrance of freedom.
Then what are you waiting for? Hurry up and open the hatch.
All right. Oh my god, my voice feels so tired already. It's locked.
But luckily we have a key. Aw, fiddlesticks.
Let Kay say fuck. And believe you're up, Kay.
Huh? Why me?
Because we need to use the tiny key that you've taken quite a liking to.
Oh, gotcha. Just leave it to me.
Listening all these lines, it really does take a toll. Like, I don't know why, like, as I was, like, drinking my coffee earlier, I was fine, and then as soon as I stopped, like, my vocal cords feel, like, tired now. I don't know, it's just, like, the warmth of the coffee was, like, helping my vocal cords stay loose. That's why, you know, like, drinking cold beverages is not ideal when you're doing, like, voice stuff, because, like, the cold kind of, like, tightens the vocal cords. Maybe I should just have a hot drink to drink continuously throughout stream. I don't know.
I love the tense feeling of these moments when you're about to uncover something big.
I believe the feeling of freedom will be much more satisfying right about now.
All right, I got the secret door open, and now...
Oh my god, she just jumped right down. Girl, how long is that jump? Are you alright, Kay?
I'm fine. The ladder just slipped is all.
Girl, you completely bypassed the ladder. Thank goodness she's alright. I about had a coronary. I about had a coronary.
There's a lot of really large machinery down here.
What about an exit?
It's really dark and cramped down there, so I really doubt there's an exit.
I love her little pop-up. Oh, cold beverages, but I still prefer my coffee hot. I get that. I kind of like them equally. I kind of like... I get in different moods for like hot or iced coffee, depending on the day. It's not like tied to the weather or anything. Like I will drink iced coffee in cold weather. I guess it just depends on how I'm feeling. No, I was drinking hot coffee actually. My Nutella coffee.
Oh, I can't believe that happened.
You've only yourself to blame for leaving before you looked, you know.
No way. I mean, how was I supposed to know that the ladder is removable?
Oh, we can... Ah, I see. I figured out how we'll escape this prison, Kay.
Oh, so we gonna bust out?
Or how are we gonna bust her? It seems your reckless actions were of use after all.
Are you actually praising me?
More of a thank you for giving me an idea regarding this ladder.
The underground ladder? What about it?
This ladder isn't just for those who wish to go down.
Oh, I see. If we use this?
Yes, I believe it's long enough to reach the top of those lockers.
Well, then what are we waiting for?
Freedom!
All right, now we can get out of here.
Oh my god, her little jump, that's so cute! I love her already. Yes, we spent entirely too much time in here. Kidnappers who held me hostage and a mysterious Interpol agent. This case is only getting started, and I'll be the one to bring it to a resounding end.
Oh, the 10-gallon hat saloon. Cat! Hello, kitty.
I drink tea whenever I'm happy or sad or depressed. Yeah, tea is the exception. I'll drink that all the time, no matter my mood. I should drink more tea. I usually just drink peppermint tea when I have like whenever I'm like feeling bloated. But I should try to get some throat coat again. I used to drink throat coat a lot in college. But maybe I should drink that during streams to like kind of help my voice, help my vocal cords like stay in good shape. It looks like it stopped raining for now.
Yeah, and thank goodness. We have no idea how hard it was raining earlier.
Mr. Edgeworth! Is it a US thing? I'm not sure. The brand is Traditional Medicinals. It's a brand name of tea. It might be US based, but the special blend is called Throat Coat. It has like slippery elm bark and marshmallow in it, and it's supposed to be really good for your throat. Yeah, I'm not sure what country this is based out of. Traditional medicinals. About us. I don't know, I'm guessing it's US based? Oh yeah, and yeah, Sonoma County, California is where it first started. Yeah. I'm so glad to see you managed to escape, sir. I was so stressed that I thought my heart was gonna give out. Detective Gumshoe, may I ask what in the world that is? Well, that's a... Blue Badger! Oh my god. Men in Black? Man in Black. Count off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, 99. Who is this man? Why is he dressed differently? This guy needs some brown contacts. Shifu, all 99 members are here and accounted for, sir. Ooh. What the heck do you think you're doing, counting my cubs off like that? Okay, Slayers. Every person is a valuable human being, you get me? Are those like sunglasses that like strap over like the head like this? What? And everyone has a name that their parents give to them. No one is a 2 or a 3. Everyone, regardless of age or rank, is number 1. Got it? Okay, buddy.
Shifu! Shifu!
You're Agent Lang, I take it? You infidel! How dare you address our Shifu so rudely? Roar! Grah! What if he's like growling like a wolf? Langzi says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. Oh, if it's cubs though, that's not wolves. He said pack, which makes me think wolves, but now he's saying cubs, which is like tigers. Does he just change the animal in question based on however he's feeling? So don't you ever forget to show the proper respect towards another person. Sheena. Is that her? Okay, Slayer. She's kind of slayful. This isn't much, but please accept my card. Oh, thank you. Please accept mine in return. You all see that just now? That is the proper way for 2 people to show their respect. And I know that from Yakuza, like the Japanese way to hand business cards is like 2 hands like that. I learned that because I fumbled it in Yakuza 0. Blue Badger was there when she wasn't. I'll never hate him! Wait, who's he? Who's she? Who's the she in question? Also, hi Backsack, how are you doing? Keep that in mind and you'll get far in life, got it? Ah, that's right. Franziska did warn me. Something about an elite Interpol agent from the Republic of Zhengfa. Apparently, this man has the highest successful arrest rate in the organization. Agent Lang, why exactly is an Interpol agent involved with this clearly domestic case? That's none of your business, Mr. Prosecutor. I need to find out what my voice for him is, because, like, he's clearly not American, but I don't know why I want to give him, like a yee-haw kind of accent. Maybe it's just the atmosphere we're in right now, you know, the saloon environment? I don't know. Oh, there's a fictional woman that left me, but the Blue Badger. Oh, I see. I see. Man. I've heard a rumor or two about you. You solved a murder that occurred during your flight home recently, right? Ha! But you sure took a while to arrest one little flight attendant. How pathetic. Hey, I did a thorough investigation. How dare you say that about Mr. Edgeworth? Are you saying you gotta solve the faster, pal? Comedic relief jumps to the aid of his master. How cliche. Look, what I'm getting at is that if I had been there, no one would have died. He has got very thick eyeliner, and he's got boobs. I would have solved the entire case, and Agent Hicks would still be with us here today. Is he my rival? Sorry, buddy, but... Is he my spiky-haired rival for this game? Stop. You imagine with a kind of a Gojo voice. Ooh. I know, I can hear that. I'll try my best to channel it, even though my voice is feeling very strained right now for some reason. Like, very, like, cocky sounding. I would have solved the entire case and Agent Hicks would still be with us here today. Agent Lang knew yesterday's victim, Agent Akby Hicks. Hicks was like a brother to me, so now I'm out to take my revenge. Agent Hicks was investigating a smuggling ring with Franziska and a third person. This must be the man she was talking about. In that case, you should understand how I feel as the kidnapped is someone I know. So I ask that you please allow me to participate in the investigation. Not so fast! Why does his voice sound a little familiar? I don't know why. I swear he sounded familiar. Like, I don't know. This isn't a neatly trimmed courtroom of Eden, you know. You're out in the wilderness now, Mr. Prosecutor, and way out of your league. No hard feelings, but why don't you go on back to your courtroom now, pretty boy? Also, this theme song is banging. You dare to mock the court! You don't have anything to say about the pretty comment? I do, and I don't need the help of a filthy prosecutor. Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort it today. The bad reputation of prosecutors. Who uses the adjective filthy to describe a prosecutor? Many people do, buddy. And why do I feel such intense loathing emanating from him? What is this feeling so sudden and new? Alright, men. Good job on the perimeter around Gatewater Land. Now just find me the kidnapper and bring the punk to me. So you're not even doing any actual work, okay. Just sending the dogs out to do everything for you. Now then, Mr. Prosecutor, you just sit tight here and don't cause any trouble, understand? Wait! I need to hear Miss Slayful there speak. Mr. Edgeworth? It's been a while since I last met someone so disagreeable. Why, of all places, did he show up here? And completely out of the blue at that? I suppose I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe to fill me in on that. I met Girly Pop, I did! Look at my new best friend. I love her, she is very me. I get the impression that she hates cops, so good for her. And she also loves seeing Miles Edgeworth in misery, so she's very me.
Man, I can't call me to any stealing at all with that detective around.
I suppose it's not easy when there's this many members of law enforcement in the vicinity.
It's alright. It's not like I'm in a hurry to steal just any old thing.
Which is it? Do you plan to steal something or not? Quite the mystery, this one. Maybe I should talk with her a bit more. Look at my badge!
If I had one of those, I could be a prosecutor too, right?
Don't even think of stealing this from me.
If it's that important to you, then why don't you wear it on your lapel?
Why should I have to label myself as a prosecutor everywhere I go? And why does everyone ask that question of me? That's what I'd like to know.
I really love theme parks. Too bad we're not here to have a fun time.
I love her pouty face. So why did you choose this one and why choose to show yourself to me of all people?
Because I was tailing you, silly, duh.
You were following me? But why?
What do you think about this?
If you're going to steal anything, at least keep your hands off my lines.
Alright, I'll return it to you. Here you go.
I was hoping for some information in return, but my line will do for now.
It's a book of information about my arch enemy, the Blue Badger.
See, she hates the Blue Badger. She's just like me.
But I won't lose to the likes of him. You just wait and see. I'm going to write a tome of thievery. How's that, Mr. Edgeworth?
The information that winds up on your wanted poster will suffice in this competition. Damn.
Guess what? What's up? Come on, the Badger family is waiting for us to find and take pictures of them. And remember, you have to yell, "Badger get!" each time or it doesn't count.
They even have a rule for when you take their pictures. Guess who hasn't been paid? No! Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Didn't they say... Okay, it should be the 24th? Okay. Hopefully it comes in today. I'm gonna have you on the background while I wrap presents. No worries. Have a good time wrapping.
Tell me about it. I was planning to steal all of my shots as any proper great thief would.
Does the concept of stealing permeate to every aspect of this girl's life? That's how it is with everybody at this entire franchise, Edgeworth. Their career path dictates everything about them. It's a defining personality trait.
So, what are you gonna do about your investigation into the kidnapping?
Good question. Since Agent Lang holds the authority to investigate this case now, this makes things a bit more complicated.
Oh, come on, you can't let that stop you. I'll even lend you a hand, so let's go.
But you're a self-reported great thief, are you not? He literally said it was gonna be before Christmas. Oh god, I hope it comes in today then. Oh man. That would be incredibly petty if he was dragging it out on purpose like that. I see there's an ad right now. I actually do need to run to the bathroom again and get more water, so I'll be back in a moment. Hi, I'm back with more water. Sorry about that. I need my vocal cords to just, like, relax. I don't know what is going on with me today. I don't believe I can let someone of an unlawful nature participate in an investigation.
You don't like to listen, do you? I'm not just any old great thief. I'm the Yatagarasu. And as I said earlier, the Yatagarasu is after only one and only one thing.
What is this one and only one thing you're after?
The Yatagarasu is only interested in one thing, and that is the truth.
No way! She's just like me! No way! I see. I suppose we have more in common than we might think. Christmas! I know, this Christmas doesn't feel like super Christmassy this year. I mean, it hardly really doesn't. I don't know, I'm too aware about the world to be jolly. I feel that. I think going out of the house to like work and like because I work in a city and I don't live there, but I think like being out in public makes me feel more Christmassy, but being at home does not. I don't know. But yeah, being at home does not make me, it is not conducive to jolly feelings, at least. And also just the world at large, you know? It was 7 years ago. There was a vigilante who threw the business world into a panic. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appeared and vanished at will. Though we still don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. The Yatagarasu like to find and publicly disclose evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. Literally the Phantom Thieves! Once a target was chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement was sent. Well, minus that, yeah. Instead, the chosen corporation was infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found out was sent out to the mass media, along with a card with the mark of a three-legged raven. Looking back, I suppose you could call what the Yatagarasu was stealing the truth. Could this child really be the successor to the original Yatagarasu? But that can't be, can it? Maybe? I'll go at the party cheer at my cousin's. Oh no. I'm so sorry, that sucks. I know, family stuff during the holidays is super stressful. I prefer having much more like low-key holidays and stuff. Oh my god, hi. Excuse me, but if you could just let me through here. Sorry, I can't let anyone through. Agent Lang's orders. Suppose I'll have to deal with this impasse for now. Is this the same thing? Cat! I highly doubt I'll find a clue in here, but I might as well check just to be sure. This barrel sure is heavy. You there, do you know what's inside this thing? It's the emergency water supply for putting out fires. Well, they certainly are well prepared. Can I talk to the cat? No! Pipe. I use it an excuse to eat and drink without paying. That is very valid. This horizontal bar is used for tying up horses. Apparently, you can ride real horses at the Cowboys Ranch area just up ahead. Is it possible that the culprits have already escaped with the help of a stolen horse or two? Under Agent Lang's orders, we already rounded up all the horses. And every last one has been accounted for. Agent Lang is good, although I won't go so far as to say I'm impressed just yet. Barrels. It's an empty barrel. I'd venture to guess that its only purpose is to set the mood. Cactus. It's a cactus, and there's something written here on this sign. This cactus is a very gracious gift to Gatewaterland from the local police precinct. I can't believe the police went so far as to even donate a cactus to this place. I don't expect to get anything since it's more for the younger ones. That sucks. I ranked all 31 video games I finished in 2024. Let's go. Metaphor is #1. Let's go, MLK. That's so exciting. I hope you're doing well. I should do that myself. I said out earlier, I meant open The Sims today to start my House of Blorbos for the year. I don't think that's gonna happen because making Sims is very overwhelming, especially when I don't have a lot of great CC outfits and stuff, and I have to go hunting for those, and that can be very overwhelming. I know Steam Decks are very expensive, it kind of sucks. Hoses are painted on this garage door to complete the Wild West theme. They almost look like they're ready to jump out into the real world and gallop away. Almost being the keyword. I think when I look on my year, I think Persona 3 Reload is still my #1 game of the year. If we're talking games I played this year, yeah, games that I played this year, including things that were not released this year, I think Persona 3 Reload will be #1, Shadowbringers #2, Endwalker #3. Yeah. My top 3 ended up being Sega games. P3R was your #2. Let's go. Man, what else did I play this year? I think Metaphor would be pretty high up there as well. Hi-Fi Rush is also gonna be really high up there. I had so much fun with that game. I think that Hi-Fi Rush plus Sonic 3, I think has awakened like a platforming bug in me, and I wanna play some Sonic games and I wanna play more platformers. But yeah, I've been doing a bit of Hi-Fi Rush on my own. I've been doing some achievement hunting, replaying. I don't know if I'll ever be able to 100% that game because it's hard as shit. Some of the game modes are really hard, and also scoring and not getting hit is hard. But it was so much fun to play, and it's so satisfying as well. Like, I could see myself getting better at the game, and so satisfying. I'm between Stellar Blade and Unicorn Overlord or P3R. I want to play Unicorn. Did Unicorn Overlord come out this year? Because it feels like it was forever ago. Was that at the beginning of this year? Number 3 was Sonic X Shadow Generations. I really want to play that now. With the Sonic bug, I think especially Shadow is really in my brain. I think next I need to play I think next I want to play Sonic CD or Sonic Adventure 2. I started Sonic Adventure a while ago and I don't think I'm ever gonna finish it because it's so buggy and janky and I just can't do it. But Sonic Adventure 2 seems better. I'll just have to like look up the story for Sonic Adventure so I have a little more context. But then I kind of want to play Shadow the Hedgehog as well, just for shits and giggles. I know it is not a good game, but it looks hilarious. But I really do want to play Shadow Generations as well for like a good Shadow game. Another one would be not Sonic 06. Listen, everything I know about Sonic 06 comes from the Snapcube fan dub, and I would like it to stay that way. You need to be every stage on every difficulties with an S and they don't stack? Yeah. Yeah, that is quite difficult to do in a game like that. Is Pure Fiction doesn't suck? Oh, I haven't done it yet. I need to see what the new criteria are and the new buffs. Sonic Adventure 2 is also incredibly janky, just the Dreamcast way. Oh boy. I guess I'll just have to power through it. DMC 5 is very similar in that regard. See, this is gonna sound so strange, but I think Hi-Fi Rush made me want to check out Devil May Cry. It's probably gonna be more overwhelming since it's not rhythm-based. I think like having the rhythm-based combat made it easier for me to learn not to button mash, and hopefully I can translate that into games that are not rhythm-based and still keep those combos in mind. Maybe that might even help me with Yakuza as well once I get back to that. That's why it has such a rare 100%. Yeah, all the S ranks, that sounds very difficult. Yeah, Dante must die difficulty. Yeah. You also never hear the acting because the music blasts way too heavy. Oh, in Sonic Adventure 2? Man. Amazing. I guess I'll try to get through it, and if it doesn't work, then it's okay. I know basically the story, aside from like, I mean, I know kind of like the stuff that happens in the fan dub, you know, like the pissing on the moon and all that. But aside from that, I don't know. There's like 7 difficulties in DMC5. Holy shit. How do you make that many different difficulties? Some actual unique ones that are just you do less, enemies do more. Okay. Interesting. DMC5 is awesome. Are all the Devil May Cry games standalones, or do you have to play them in order? Because I'm curious now. One is where you one-shot everything, but you are also one-shot. Oh, jeez, that sounds very difficult. Ah, not the song! Ah! That wriggling. I just can't bring myself to call it dancing. Badger get. What if he was green? Kiwami's badger? Oh, Kiwami badger? Wait, what about the Kiwami badger? Is that a Yakuza Kiwami thing? Was there a green badger in Kiwami? Or is that something... I think I played Devil May Cry 5 without knowing anything. Oh, you played that one first. Or that's how you played it at first. Okay. Interesting. And I might have to jump right in. If you think that's a good one to start with, maybe I will start with that one. Oh, Yakuza Kiwami 2 has a green filter over it? Oh, I did not know that. Anything green is Kiwami. I love that. Great job, detective. So, for losing sight of me and the kidnapper and allowing my investigation to be hijacked. Sir! I look forward to your next month's salary assessment. We should have a tracker, like a running tracker of how many times Gumshoe's pay has been docked, or at least threatened to be docked in this entire game. Like, it's at least 5 by now. The case isn't lost yet, sir. I'm gonna show you how much of a man Dick Gumshoe can be. Shall I prepare the 21 gun salute now or later? Oh, you're such a dick, Edgeworth. Badge. If you're gonna show me a prosecutor's badge, then I'll show you my police badge. Your wallet is looking rather thin, detective. Huh? Oh, whoops. I must have left my badge at home. I always get the two mixed up. That's not a laughing matter, detective. Gatewater Land. Who would have guessed this place would be such a success? But the Gatewater group and I go way back, you know? My Yakuza marathon is back now that my metaphor prediction is done. Nice! Which game are you on now? Gumshoe needs to buy P5R. Yes! Come on! Give him money for Jonkler. Yes, same here. I handled 2 murder cases that took place at 2 of their hotels. And it was you who headed the investigation in each case. Oh, I remember that, sir. I was 16 back then, standing in front of the hotel in the snow. Clearly, we are not on the same page here. I'm sorry, sir. Absolutely nothing is coming to mind right now. As a man, the only thing I can attest to is this. To be a man, I, Dick Gumshoe, will tell no lie. His heart's in the right place. Now to work on his deduction skills. You're on Infinite Wealth. Ooh, you're almost done with that. That's so exciting. That's nice. Are you gonna play the Majima game when it comes out? That's like my motivation. Like, obviously I'm gonna be nowhere near caught up by the time that game comes out. But I think I at least want to play Kiwami 2, 3, and 4 next year if I can. I think I have a pretty hefty backlog plan. Unless like some new releases are announced like later in the year, like Investigations Collection, SMT5 Vengeance, da-da-da-da-da. Like new releases that were not announced before 2025 begins. I have a lot of backlog games that I really want to get through. I know. Oh my god, you are gonna play the Majima game, nice. I had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Gaiden, and Infinite Wealth. That's a lot of gaming. It's gonna be quite a while, I guess, because I don't think I want to play 2 Yakuza games consecutively, because like it could be a bit much, since there's like so much to do in those games, but if I can at least get through 3 this year, and then maybe 3 next year, I don't know. That's the correct order story-wise. I was on Yakuza 6 when it got announced, and I had to blitz through 7. Oh no. Yeah, next year I also want to play Final Fantasy 9, 16. I gotta play 7 Remake next year too. 7 Remake and Crisis Core. I want to play both of those. And Disco Elysium. I think next we will play a Final Fantasy game, then Disco Elysium. I know I said we're gonna play Final Fantasy 9 next, but now I'm kind of leaning towards 7 Remake. I don't know. And then after that we'll play Disco Elysium. That's my plan. 7 Rebirth is on my list next year. Nice. I think the Rebirth being ported so soon kind of motivated me to bump Remake up on my priority list. It's like half the length of a normal Yakuza game. Oh, okay. Gaiden? Yeah, I've heard Gaiden is a lot, but really good. You actually got a copy, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, can you show me the very last page? The last page? Very well, let's see here. Interesting. Why is your name listed here under special thanks? That's it, sir, you found it! Oh, that's because I did the choreography for the Dance Dance Blue Badger song. I suspect that no one entrusts him with any real responsibilities at work. How is this man employed? Oh, you're participating in the photo rally too, Mr. Edgeworth? I mean, I'm only doing it as part of my duties. Yeah. I see. In that case, keep up the good work. So how many have you found so far? I've been sort of busy with the investigation, so I haven't really found any yet. The blue badger is literally right behind us. Something tells me finding the badgers isn't really a part of his duties. He is just a silly guy. Sometimes you do need a silly guy at work. That's my new daughter. Oh my god, he's only 27. Well, yeah, that's around Miles' age at this time, right? Sheena. Lang's trusty secretary, level-headed, she supports him in his investigations. She's very slayful. I have Final Fantasy 16, Rebirth, Last of Us 1 and 2, Horizon Forbidden West, Indiana Jones, and Okami HD on your backlog. Ooh! I bought Okami HD. I mean, it's still on sale right now, but I bought it since I saw so many people are so excited about the sequel coming out, and it was very cheap. So I got it, and I'll play it at some point. I don't think I'm gonna stream it, but it looks very gorgeous. I'm very excited to try it out. Detective, are you sure it was the precinct you called for backup? Of course, sir. I think I would know the number of my own precinct like the back of my hand. Then why did an Interpol agent show up instead with an army of his own agents? That I have no idea. I'm sure Indiana Jones needs a graphics card with the ray tracing to even launch. Oh, is it very, like, intense? It makes it unplayable on, like, 95% of all GPUs? Oh, no. About 5 minutes after I made the call, that Wolfman showed up out of nowhere, sir. Agent Lang definitely has an agenda, so the question is, what is he after? So excited for Okami 2. Last time I played Okami was on the Wii. Ooh, was that what it was originally released on? The game will open if your GPU doesn't support RT. Oh, that sucks. Mr. Edgewood, I was wondering if I may ask about one thing, sir. Yes, what is it? Who is that? The girl over there, I mean.
I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant, Kay Faraday.
What? You've been replaced, Gumshoe. I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. It's been like that since forever. Yeah, I don't recall making you my assistant. Okay, my voice feels like it's starting to get a little calmer. I don't know. Still not great, but we're getting there.
Sorry, but I just stole your supporting role.
How can you say something so serious with that giant grin on your face, Belle? Mr. Edgeworth, we got a thief on our hands, sir. She stole my role, sir. Well, funny you say thief. I'm taking her in, getting her convicted, and making sure she serves out a sentence. This man is down horrendous for Miles Edgeworth. Thank God for console real.
Oh, come on, that'll be fun. Like musical chairs. You better stay fast on your feet.
No way. I will not lose the spotlight to you, little girl. Lance, where are you, son? PS5 and Xbox Series S and X do support RT. Okay, so just on PC it would be difficult. Mr. Romano? Okay, Beats. Oh, Miles, my boy, I'm sorry to invite you in such an affair after you just returned. For you, Mr. Romano, I gladly offer my assistance. After all, I have you to thank for how well things turned out during my time abroad. If it wasn't for you, I might not have been introduced to the Lat Law Office, and had the chance to study the inner workings of another country's judicial system. Oh, no. Think nothing of it. As you know, Manfred and I go way back. I consider a beloved disciple of his to be like one of my own blood. Beloved, really? Manfred had no love for little Miles, but okay. If you ever want to go overseas again, you need only ask. I can use my company's vast network to send you anywhere at any time.
So who's the old man?
He's the father of the currently kidnapped Lance Amano, Ernest Amano. I can run it since mine does support RT, and I did look up benchmarks and it does run quite well. Ooh, nice. Now then, have you found Lance yet, Miles? Please, I miss my poor boy dearly. I'm terribly sorry, but your son's whereabouts remain unknown, Mr. Romano. Hold on there. Oh, what happened to all that money? I believe the $1 million has been stolen and that the culprits are now on the run. What?
Poor old man. Don't you have anything you could give him to cheer him up, Mr. Edgeworth?
Forgive me, Mr. Romano. Will my badge cheer you up? Ah, seeing that badge reminds me of Manfred. Now he was one-time prosecutor, the best of the best. Yes, I can't disagree with you there. I sense that you don't really want to talk about him. Yeah, no shit. How I feel about him, it's hard for me to be truthful about that with another person. Aww. A hard countenance. I don't know what you're thinking or feeling. To mark my words, I think you are Manfred's true successor. I really do. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I don't like that. I was wondering if you could please tell me the details of the kidnapping one more time. Oh, it was yesterday. A call came to the house. From the receiver came the sound of my son. Help me, Daddy! I know this is tough, but please stay with me here, Mr. Amano. This sounds like a scam call almost. Like, hey, like, it's so scary that, like, how easy it is to, like, do that, especially nowadays. Like, make the, like, with scam calls being like, hey, like, they can, like, figure out who you're related to and, like, make, like, AI copies of your voice that be like, I'm in trouble and I need money, send it to me. And it's terrifying. Like, even, I mean, I know this thing has been going on for a while and it's not, like, a new thing. Like, even, like, years ago, when, yeah, ChatGPT scam, yeah. Like, if this was real life, I would be, like, very suspicious of this phone call, but obviously this is Ace Attorney, so there has to be some merit to that, you know? There has to be a crime for us to solve. Don't understand, he hasn't called me daddy in ages. Which is incredibly moving. I wish I had recorded him saying that. Are we sure the kidnapper didn't use we know the kidnapper has a voice changer. Are we sure they haven't done the kidnapper has a voice changer? So are we sure they haven't done that used that to make their voice sound like Lance? He definitely should have recorded that conversation. But not for the foolish sentimentalities of an old man. If it was real life, I'd be asking for a light $1 million straight up. Yeah. This game came out in like the DS era, yeah. Because I think even my grandfather, who he's no longer around, but like 10 plus years ago, like apparently he got a call about, apparently my brother was like, something about my brother being in jail and needing money. And he like called my mom in a panic about it. And she was like, he's right here. Like, don't believe that call. So I don't know. I think even back then, I don't know if it was like I don't think it was a copy of his voice or anything back then, but it's scary that this has been going on for a long time. People preying on the elderly like that. Refresh my memory. What kind of person is Lance again? How will telling you about Lance help you get him back? Surprisingly, a lot can be deduced from a person's relationships and behavior. Isn't the world wonderful? Yeah. Very well then. Lance is my one and only son, and he turned 21 this year. He is very much like me when I was his age, kind and very attractive. I'm sure women simply can't keep their hands off of him. Is there anything else about him you noticed of late? Now that you mention it, I have been able to get in contact with our butler, Oliver. Your butler? Yes, his name is Oliver Deacon. Oliver Deacon. Oliver Deacon. Oliver. He's been with our family for years now. He gets along so well with Lance, so I thought maybe he would know where my son is. Firefly banner, let's go! I know, they made Christmas happen on the same day as Firefly. I know, how dare they try to steal her thunder. Very rude. Mr. Amano, could you please tell me a little more about your butler, Mr. Deacon? I think I mentioned this earlier, but I think on Thursday I'm gonna try pulling for Fugue at the very beginning of stream before we get into investigations, because I think it'd be fun to do that. I did try Sunday on Rappa so she can spam her ult more. Nice. I can't get good relics from my Sunday. He's still using Bronya's leftovers. I have like the messenger traversing space, you know, the speed boosting set. The ones that I had on Bronya, I just threw that on Sunday and I'm working with it for now. Because I can't get a good set of his best in slot. It's booty. Oh, you have decent ones of him now. Okay, that's good. As a butler, he's outstanding. He even serves as Lance's personal private tutor. He's at 187% crit damage and 134 speed. Nice. He took a brief leave recently, but even after it was over, I haven't been able to reach him. So you still haven't spoken with him since his leave. What about his family and friends? They say they hadn't seen him. I tried everything I could think of, Miles. Do you think this could have something to do with Lance's kidnapping? It's possible, but I can't say anything for sure quite yet. So even the person closest to the victim has gone missing. Sorry, I was kind of distracted during the conversation. So he took a leave. Oliver Deacon. Sounds like one name I had better keep in mind. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir? Let's begin our investigation. Even if that Interpol agent holds the authority to head this investigation, we can't allow ourselves to stand idly by, twiddling our thumbs. I'm with you 100%, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. I, Dick Gumshoe, pledge to stick by your side through thick and thin. Mr. Amano, it is my fault that the culprits escaped. Which is why, with your blessing, I vow to return lands to you myself. Oh, I've never seen you so passionate before, Miles. Good luck to you, my boy.
Alright, well, what are you waiting for? Let's do some investigating.
You think I'm losing to you, pal? Forget it. Yeah, his buffs are mainly crit though, so it's useless for Rappa, but still the constant turns help. Yeah, because doesn't like most of her damage come from her enhanced basic attack, so like you want to ult as much as you can with her. So at least he'll help with that regard. And he does have like, you know, the damage percent increase, which, does that apply to like Super Break and everything too? The damage percent increase? Thanks to Agent Lang, we can't leave this area. It's 4:20 a.m. Nice.
But have a good night, Abaddon. Get some sleep.
But the culprits were here only until only very recently. Oh, she needs attacks and she gets more break? Oh, does she get like Firefly in the sense that like they get more break damage or more break effect, scaling off attack as well? Which means we may be able to find some clues that will tell us how they escaped. Okay, let's get looking. Hey, you're there. Oh, me? What are you doing goofing off in a place like this? I wasn't goofing off, I was about to help Mr. Edgeworth kick off his Oh my god, I'm hiccuping. Oh, it's similar to that? You imbecile. All precinct detectives are now under Agent Lang's direct command. No! He's taking Gumshoe from me? No! That's unforgivable! Man. Listen, I know Edgeworth does not feel the same way here, so obviously this would not be like a real duet, but like with Gumshoe being taken away, he's like SpongeBob being taken to work at the chum bucket, and he's like, this grill is not a home, this is not the stove, I know. That was so off key, but Gumshoe thinking like that about being taken away from Miles Edgeworth, sad. Except those feelings are not requited. No, but I feel like Edgeworth has to care about Gumshoe, right? Why else would he keep him around? I am not looking for Wolf Boy! I am not a furry! Gumshoe doesn't wanna... We need to protect Gumshoe from the Omegaverse. Like, he's gonna get an education working for Lang. Add another coin to the SpongeBob reference jar! Yes! High-waisted. I should add that too. The Omegaverse counter and the SpongeBob reference counter. Like, her main stats are speed, break, and attack. Yeah, so pretty similar to Firefly. Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do something? Assert your dominance, show that you're a true alpha. Not exactly in a position to argue, seeing as you are a member of the police. Good, now let's go. Oh no! He looks so sad! Oh no, are they putting him in the suit?
Well, that was exciting.
Firefly is a certified girly pop. She really is. Rappa is too, yes. Okay.
What? Can you tell him already to get down to some detective work?
You should go home. Your parents must be worried about you.
Oh, come on! I finally get to be your assistant and you try to ditch me?
I don't recall offering you the position.
Why do you have to be so difficult? Besides, it's already too late, you know. Like I said, I've already stolen the position of assistant a while back.
You're the only one asserting that.
Well, by the time anyone notices, it's already gone. That's the Yatagarasu way.
You shouldn't speak so lightly of things you know nothing about.
Fine, whatever, you win. Go ahead and do your little investigation. But the talented assistant Kay is going to tag along no matter what you say.
Even if she turns out to be useless, she's not going to listen to me. Might as well surrender and let her come along for the ride.
Yay! I have my weird girl assistant! Yay!
You did see Black Swan again. Let's go.
If these were real, I wonder what you put in them.
Water would be the obvious answer.
But if you stored water in a barrel under the blazing hot sun, wouldn't it go bad?
People of that period probably didn't care about how it tasted.
Sorry, but I can't let you get away with making fun of our forefathers. I mean, maybe they really liked the strange taste.
Look who's making fun of them now.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, isn't this one of those things you tie horses to?
Yes, although the horses are in another location at the moment.
Peter, the horse isn't here. Aw, and here I was hoping I would get to ride one.
You know how to ride a horse?
Nope, never rode one in my life. But I have an Asian friend who was born in the year of the horse.
Non sequitur is the only way to describe your logic. I haven't seen Kafka in ages. I miss her. Or any of the Stellaron hunters who aren't Sam. Yeah, where are they? I guess, like, you know, the Xianzhou arc was like Blade's time to like be there. And like we haven't really gone to like Punk Lord or wherever Silverwolf is from. I don't know. Can we go through here? Mm-mm.
Cat. Ha! I've got you now, you vile criminals!
I'd think the kidnappers would have better sense than to try hiding in these.
Oh, come on! Lighten up, will ya? I was only joking. I don't really think the criminals will be hiding in here right in front of two officers.
I certainly hope not.
Hey, there's a bunch of footprints in the mud over here.
I remember hearing rain fall out here when I was being held in there.
Yup, it was just a passing rain. That's why the ground has already pretty much dried up.
I should be thankful. And left us with some Knight's footprint samples.
You know what? I bet if we follow them, we can find out where our kidnappers went. Plus, we'd be able to spot them because of their muddy shoes.
I don't think it will be that easy.
Why not?
Look carefully. There are quite a few different sets here. We don't know which ones belong to the kidnappers.
You have to 58 poles, 74 50, and a 50-50. Ooh.
Okay. What kinds of shoes? Okay. We already talked to him? Alright.
Look, there's a blurb about the cactus here. This cactus is a very gracious gift to the Gatewater land from the local police precinct.
I can't believe the police went so far as to donate even a cactus to this place. I love Edgeworth's face there. Holy, hold on. I need a screenshot. Oh my god, wait. Sorry. 1 second. I need a little screeny of this here.
So, is the police department running a cactus farm on the side? Haha, just kidding. They wouldn't do something so silly.
Actually, I had the vague impression I've seen a cactus farm at the precinct before.
Pookie is coming home. Let's go. You got Welkin. Nice.
Yeah, the Welkin. Yeah. Horses are painting on this garage door to complete the Wild West theme.
They look so lifelike, don't you think?
Are you thinking of wrangling or rather stealing them?
If you can coax them out of there, sure. Come on, I know you can sweet talk them out.
I could be holding a cube of sugar in my hand and they wouldn't budge, Kay. I think Miles should play Barbie Horse Girl Adventures, or Barbie Horse Adventure.
Hey, it's the Blue Badger! Badger, get!
I really don't understand why she's so excited over this badger hunt. She is a whimsical girl! Speaking of badgers, there's a person inside of there. Mr. Badger, I wonder if you might share with me what you saw. Is he legally not allowed to speak like in Disney? My first cactus met an unfortunate, but Cactus 2 is doing great, nice. How many posts do I have for Fugue? I'm not sure exactly. I think right now I have 17 gold tickets and then like 16,000 jades. I don't know how many that adds up to. It's definitely enough for a 5-star though. And I'm at 20 pity as well, because I just got Sunday and then did 20 more polls just for the hell of it. So I think I have a good shot. Definitely enough for a 5-star at least. I had a succulent in college. I took good care of it for a while. But that's the only plant I trust myself to take care of. Oh, 60, okay, that's 100 polls. So I have like, probably, yeah, I have like 117-ish polls right now, probably. He's doing that contorted wriggling dance again.
Aha!
No! Oh, you've uncovered my identity, sir! I must remain under that head, sir! Aren't you Officer Meekins? Sir! My Greekins reporting for duty, sir! This man was a witness in one of the cases I headed 2 years ago. About the only thing I remember about this officer is that he often spoke and acted before he thought, which gave me a great deal of headaches.
Is he a friend of yours, Mr. Edgeworth?
I met him in the courtroom once before. Why was he so upset when we unmasked him? Oh my god, Phantom Thief, show me your true form. Badge. Sir, it's so incredibly shiny, but it has a really ugly shape. I knew it! I was right to go for the much more manly police badge, sir! But I lose it a lot. I just know I'm gonna lose it for real one of these days, sir!
Mr. Edgeworth, I think this cop is one donut short of a baker's dozen.
I know. Believe me, I know. Sir, I'm undercover as the Blue Badger now, sir! I must pretend to not know anything about anything, sir! So is this not the real Blue Badger, so we haven't actually gotten a badger, right? I mustn't respond to that. It would be like shooting fish in a barrel.
When I got my first apartment, my sister got me a houseplant, and it's amazing it survived as long as it did. Ooh, oh, nice.
Drip, drop, little by little, our privacy is being sold off to the public through this, sir! But that means I need to work extra hard on my cute poses!
Ooh, like what?
Like this!
Great! Now I know what your new pose will be! Look, sir! I've successfully stolen his pose in speaking style, sir!
I love Kay already. That's nice, Kay. Aww! Already an exhausted dad. Sir, you have a copy of the Blue Badger Bible too, sir? This was written by experts on the Badger family, sir, and it's very, very thorough. It doesn't matter that I was made the Blue Badger only a little while ago, sir. That book here helped me memorize the name of every badger, sir. It's not that hard to remember 4 incredibly obvious names. Alright. Officer Meekins, why are you standing here wasting time? Sir! Because I'm not a police officer right now, sir! I'm the Blue Badger! And I'm creating memories and dreams for the kids! That's never a waste of time, sir! Oh, so are you, like, actually employed there, and you're not, like, undercover? I have a dream to become as big as Detective Gumshoe, sir! Huh? Mascot reminds me of the news of a cop who was wearing a Grinch costume undercover. Oh my god, not the Grinch. Every time I see like Grinch stuff like out in public or whatever, I always think of Ginch, like Mustard Ginch, or the Grank, or the Ginch. I never think of, he's not the Grinch to me anymore. He's always like the Ginch, the Grank, the Gwink. Depends on the day, whatever I'm feeling. I was patrolling the scorchingly boring beat until a little while ago, when the dispatch radio on my shoulder crackled that the kidnappers had escaped, sir. I call Blade bald. Yes, exactly. I thought maybe this was my shot at making detective, sir. I rushed on over to join, but when I got here, there was a sea of people already. And I couldn't spread my trademark friendliness and joy onto anyone. It would seem that some people never change. Or Denji Dennis, yeah. Grinch marches against everything the Grinch stands for, yeah! And even after at the end of the movie, you know, when he like loves Christmas, he would hate that he was being commercialized and capitalized on for Christmas, because it's about love and joy, not money. Oh yeah, I did see the Reze movie trailer. I did see that. That's so exciting. 2025. And did it say in theaters? So is it like actually gonna be like in theaters and not just like released on Crunchyroll? Because I would like to go see that. That'll be a fun. More Aki Angel content, real! So why exactly are you in that ridiculous outfit? Sir! That's because, sir! I'm here to keep the visitors in good spirits, sir! Man, I kind of miss the Chainsaw Man hype era. That was a lot of fun. Because I remember I went to Techo like around that time, and you know how like they give like little ribbons, you know, you can get the sticky ribbons to like put on your badge at the cons. I got one that said "You're out of touch, I'm out of time," and it had like a cigarette and wings on it, because that was when that song was like trending on TikTok with them. And I still have it hanging in my room.
But it's also to hide the fact that I'm an officer on the trail of a kidnapper, sir.
I see. Agent Lang is very wise to imply the sort of diversionary tactics.
To be handled the role of the Blue Badger out of all the different disguises, sir. It's such an honor.
How long have you been standing here, officer?
Sir? For about 1 little hour, sir.
That's around the time I woke up from being knocked unconscious.
And I've been here ever since, sir.
Why do you make the gavel noise when you do this? Is it because we're not in a courtroom and they have to use that sound effect at least once? If that's true, then it's possible Officer Meekins saw the kidnappers escaping. Power! My Pookie! I love her! I miss her!
However, sir, I must tell you I didn't see a thing, sir.
I haven't asked you anything yet, officer.
No, but I know you will, sir.
He's hiding something from me. Man, if only we had a glowing Magatama to unlock his secrets. Why don't you, maybe, Edgeworth, you gotta like contact your boyfriend and get a little present from him. That would help us out a lot here. Officer Meekins, I insist that you tell me more about your recent movements.
Sir, I've been playing the Blue Badger this whole time, sir, and getting into it too. I patrolled the park all while wearing this costume. And about 1 hour ago, I came over here, sir. I haven't seen any suspicious-looking people this whole time, sir. But I did see a badger, sir. A long blue badger.
What you said just now is contradictory to the facts.
How so, Mr. Edgeworth?
That there's one of each in the park. Maybe we'll say the big horn version animated? Ooh.
Take that!
Officer Meekins, let's back things up. I'd like to ask you about your last statement.
Sir, of course, sir. If that's your wish, Mr. Prosecutor.
Somebody else is about in the Blue Badger costume then, I guess. Because there were 2 Blue Badger costumes missing.
This little patrolman will wait as long as I am commanded to wait.
You said that you saw a Blue Badger, correct? And yet if you take a look at this, what you saw is not supposed to happen. You know, when she drinks too much blood?
Yes, and she grows horns.
This park is supposed to have only one of each badgerman at any given time. Which means that as long as you are the Blue Badger, Officer Meekins, you should not have seen another Blue Badger wandering the premises.
What, sir?
Recently, my friend has never played an Ace Attorney game and she knows all about Phoenix and Edgeworth. See, they are that prolific. I don't go on Twitter anymore, but I think there was recently another, like, Yaoi poll, and Shuake was up against Rightworth. I think Rightworth won, which, honestly, I've brain rotted harder about Shuake, but Rightworth deserves it. Narumitsu deserves it, because they are just that iconic. They are the blueprint. They are a masterclass in queerbaiting. Hello, Minzo, just popping in for a bit. Blue Badger Land is my worst nightmare. But the case is fun. I've met Best Girl. She's so me. I love her very much. And I also met Omegaverse Man. He's interesting. And Silent Slayfo Lady. Their Badger looks like something out of a crappy horror game. It really does. Like, the next Poppy Playtime villain has been introduced. Omegaverse Man, yeah. Unfortunately, I now associate wolves with the Omegaverse. Like, I just cannot unassociate the two of them. I'm so sorry to all wolves out there, but... Oh man, I need to add the Omegaverse counter. I swear to God, I will do it. And I have the emote too, right? I have the raw emote. Like, this man feels... From the little bit that I've seen of that man, he feels like this emote. Shinji Karu's still the best one. And yet they still lost to Shuake.
And then that would mean there are 2 Blue Badgers walking around? But why?
Anything else I can get from him or no? Okay, I already did this. Show this to him. Because people have no taste. Well, to be fair, that was a toxic / doomed yaoi poll. I would say Shuake is probably more toxic. I guess that's I love Shuake, but I will root for their downfall every time, and that's so valid. Like, Naramitsu definitely deserved to win there because they truly are just that iconic. And like, isn't it true that in like later releases of the games, like some of the dialogue was changed to like show more affection between Phoenix and Edgeworth? Like, I think at one point in Ace Attorney 3, when Edgeworth is interrogating the 3-5 suspect, the suspect asks, like, what is Mr. Right to you? And I think in, like, an earlier translation, it was much more casual, but in, like, the re-release that I played, he says he is a dear and indispensable friend. Like, they know what they're doing. It's a set of tire tracks originating from the garage.
Aha! So that means a car left from the garage at some time, right?
Correct. But for the car to leave these tracks, it would mean that it left during the passing rain. That's the only explanation as to why these tracks are made of mud. 3 treads. I think we can also safely assume it's a special type of car. Okay. What else? Have we investigated everything? I think an OG was just some sus ... Interesting. And he's more overt with his affections now. Aww. He is slightly less emotionally constipated. Alright, anything we can connect here? Costumes. I guess this. Reminds me of the Xena show from the 90s. They're meant to be lesbians. They weren't allowed to do that, so it was filled with in-jokes. I think I have heard something like that, actually. That's very interesting, you know, to try to skirt around that. Good for them. A second blue badger that shouldn't exist? Clearly, the true identity of the person underneath is...
Oh, I know. It's one of the kidnappers, right? The person wore a costume to get away.
Precisely. After all, the costumes that went missing from the storage area are...
A blue badger, a proto badger, and a bad badger.
Yes, those 3.
So there are 3 phony badgers running around in the park somewhere, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, one of the bad badger heads was sitting there. Oh my god, what if this is like the flat footprints? It looks like a very flat footprint. Like there's no like treads in them. Now that we know the kidnappers were wearing badger costumes, those footprints from earlier take on a new and very significant meaning. Have you seen the silly Robin gifs? I've seen some of them, like, you know, the one that's like the I Show Speed gif, where she's like... And then it like cuts to him doing that too. That's one of my favorites. Yeah, I like that one, yeah. I have seen them like that. Did you see the Sunday and Robin Nendoroids too? They're so cute. They're all made by one person? That's incredible.
Oh, you mean now we know which tracks belong to the kidnappers, right?
Yes. More than shoe prints, we need to follow the paw prints of badgers.
Okay, Mr. Edgeworth, it's time to use those footprints and go badger hunting.
You know, I think this might be the best case in the entire franchise, solely because the blue badgers are the villains here. It's like very clear cut. Your enemies were wearing badger costumes, your enemy is the blue badger. Peak. I'll probably download them at some point. Nice.
So we're looking for footprints made by a costume. Hey, I think I found them. There are 2 sets here.
They both do look like possible candidates.
The set is walking off to the west.
Ah!
It just stops. I can't make heads or tails of where it's headed from here.
I think we can assume it's headed towards the stadium. Isn't that where the ransom, where like the handover was supposed to happen?
I wonder where the other set leads. This one seems to be headed east.
Look at her strut.
Huh?
Oh, it's just him! Oh, yeah, he did say it was raining when he got out, didn't he?
Quick, Mr. Edgeworth, I've got him. I got one of the culprits.
Ah, no! I'm not a kidnapper, sir!
Let's badger the badgers, yes! I like when she rages at playing COD. I don't think I've seen that one. Down, Kay. Clearly, those footprints belong to Officer Meekins. She's just like me. I want to punch the badger too. But our criminals were each wearing a costume.
Aha! Maybe they came over to this garage for something.
That's what I would suppose. Officer Meekins, if you could step aside for a moment. We need to examine the garage.
Sir! Roger Wilco, sir!
Who's Roger Wilco? Hans. Let's open the shutter and see what we find.
Maybe we'll find the kidnappers hiding inside.
Oh my god! What in the... Okay, that's the horse necklace from the first case. That was a piece of evidence in the first case. That's a three-wheeled car. We seem to have stumbled across a dead body. Oh, it's a police code, okay. She must be in severe shock to have been the first to find it. Now then, who is this man? It's Oliver! Oh, Mr. Romano, are you saying this man is... Yes, he's my butler. How could something like this have happened? Indeed. And why was Mr. Deacon here to begin with? Was he one of the kidnappers? On my cursory examination, I believe this man died of a fatal bullet wound.
You sure are calm for someone who just found a body.
It's surprising what one can become accustomed to in the span of 2 days. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny, yes! Can I look at the car? Can I look at Pinky? Well, bullet wound. This was a piece of evidence in that Buddy was supposed to get in the first case. One of the things that his partner was supposed to transfer to him. Or that he was, something like that. Maybe it is jelly, that's true. He just spilled tomato soup. As long as that Interpol agent has control of this case, I'm not going to be able to have a real autopsy done on the victim. I'm no doctor, but let's see what I can piece together myself. There are 2 gunshot wounds, one in his abdomen and one in the shoulder.
So that means he was shot twice?
No, I don't think so. I think the abdominal one is an entry wound. Oh my god! How the hell does that happen? What kind of angle did they shoot him at? It went clean through his abdomen to his shoulder? How the fuck does that happen?
Nice! I knew you could figure it out.
It comes with experience, and I've seen my share of crime scenes. Speaking of experience, this crime scene seems a bit too clean for a murder where the bullet went clean through. So maybe he was not killed here then. Totally silly that took me long to realize Interpol police. See, I don't think I would have noticed that if they didn't say it in Ace Attorney 3 right when they first brought up Interpol. This is an unusually shaped pendant.
Well, what is it? Is it something valuable?
She seems to have regained some of her composure.
It looks like a horse pendant. It's got an antique feel about it, and it's really pretty. Hold on. This is made of platinum silver. Nice. It is worth something after all. Oh, look. There's something written on the back. Colin Devoray.
Colin Devoray. Colin Devoray? Colin Devoray. Colin Devoray? Colin Devoray. Devoray? Devoray? Colin Delivery? I don't know. But this man's name is... This takes place after the first case, right? Yeah, because that case was when Edgeworth first got here. Alright. Anything to deduce? Loss of blood resulting from a gunshot wound? Lower right abdomen? The final bullet went clear to the body. There is very little blood at the site where the body was found. Something we can deduce. Wrote the necklace. Is there any logic? We cannot do logic right now. Okay. Colin Devore, or the gunshot wound. Those are our 2 points of interest. Although the deduce thing popped up once we investigated the necklace. This man is only 50, wow. He's got some grays for 50. Hans. Two investigators only stay for like 5 minutes while picking at the bullet trajectory. Oh wait, when the bullet trajectory scene comes on, I'm always glad to the F scene in The Wire. I've never seen The Wire. I've heard it's really good though. Should I add it to my massive watch list at some point? Also, no worries, Echo. How can we tie this to the necklace? Do we have anything that connects to the necklace? Or the wound? What the hell are we deducing? The bullet wound? And the necklace. Those are our only points of interest. Or am I just... Can I present a profile? I hope I can present a profile, because otherwise I'm like... Oh, thank God. Dadoy. Wait, I can't! Shit! Okay, never mind then. Okay. Never mind then. I wouldn't just use this scene here. I'm not just representing this, huh? That's... A basher with a gun. Now I'm thinking of Shadow the Hedgehog again. A hedgehog with a gun. God, I want to play that game so badly. It's gonna be terrible, but man, if I like, it would be fun if I could like figure out how to stream like from my GameCube. We could play that on like New Year's Eve and it'll just be a fever dream. Okay. How in the hell does any of this connect to the bullet wounds or the pendant? A sound effect, man. Okay, I'm a little stumped. I'm assuming it wouldn't let me do this if I didn't have all the information I needed, right? I can't present profiles as, like, my evidence, which is odd. Again, what if I talk to him? Mr. Romano, this body. Yes, that's my butler, Oliver. How could something like this have happened? The car. What a peculiar car.
Yeah, from the look of it, it must be the Blue Badger mobile. And it has 3 tires, so maybe it left those tire tracks behind?
You're gonna want to think inside the box for this one? That's simply not possible.
Huh? Why?
Take a look at the tires. There's no mud stuck to them. Therefore, it must have been here since before it started to rain. I'm still on track to beat all Yakuza games before I play Kiwami 2. Which Yakuza game are you on now? Because it'll be a couple months before we get there. Maybe after Disco Elysium. Maybe we play a Final Fantasy game, Disco, Yakuza 2. What if we do that? Because I said I want to try to get through at least 3 Yakuza games in the coming year. And I probably don't want to play them consecutively, considering they're pretty hefty games with a lot packed into them, and it could be a bit much to do them back to back. So maybe I should try to get the first one out of the way pretty soon. You just finished 5. Ooh, so you're on to 6. Is it just this, with the fact that there's no... Oh. Literally, using the crime scene itself to point out something in the crime scene, what?
Because to be honest, I don't really see how it solves anything.
Or was I wrong?
You must be confused jumping from a kidnapping to a murder. Yeah, that's it.
Damn it! Okay, maybe I just wanted him to be humbled. Inside the box, literally. I mean, these 2 boxes are different. These ones say T-Pack, T-Pack, T-Pack. This is L1324, and it has a little thing on the side. Yeah. Not literally? Okay. Okay. Alright. What the hell then? Would it be the necklace? Pointing out the necklace? I'm so stumped. Wouldn't it be simpler to just present his profile? Urethra moment. Wow. There's something not right about the name on the pendant. The victim is the Amano family butler, and his name is Oliver Deacon. But the name on the pendant is Colin Deveray. That's an anagram of Oliver Deacon, isn't it? God. Ace Attorney, you son of a bitch.
I wonder what's up with that.
I don't know, but I think we've hit upon an important piece of information. Wow. Lance, where are you, sweetie? Oh? Excuse me, but you got a giant... what is that, a ring pop? Ba-dump. They have to... is that his fiance? They have the giant-ass ring, so you know she's engaged. But doesn't that look like a ring pop? Like, it looks like candy.
Oh, this is bad. He's really good looking. Stop it, Lauren. You can't let yourself fall away for a playboy like him. You're in love with... Sounds like someone doesn't know the meaning of the phrase inner monologue, huh?
Sorry to interrupt your conversation, but might you be a friend of Lance?
Yes, I am Lance's girlfriend. My name is Lauren Pops.
Lauren Pops, like ring pop, haha. Oh, it is a ring pop! Oh my god! His girlfriend?
Oh, it's not like that. We're more like friends, and we're not lovers or anything.
I'm kind of getting Hachi vibes from her, which is a reminder that I need to finish Nana. Oh, I need to sit down and watch a show.
We haven't even gotten that far yet. But I guess that's how people are gonna see it, so I should just accept it. I even got this ring as a present from Lance. You know what she reminds me of? A cartoon character.
Is that a Nana? That's not an... Is she actually supposed to be a Hachi reference or a Nana reference? May I inquire as to why you are here?
I haven't been able to get in contact with Lance lately, and I began to get really worried. I looked everywhere for him, and then I heard about the kidnapping, so I came here. Wow, you're really strong for having him made through all this by yourself. Is it true? Has Lance really been kidnapped?
No one is supposed to know, but yes, it's true.
Oh, Lance. I can't believe you've been spirited away. I wonder how you're doing right now. Looks like she's gone back to the fair maiden in love routine. So, Mr. Edgeworth, where'd we go from here?
Well, we found a body, so we should look into the murder. Hey. Hey, Alpha Man. My man brought me up to speed over the radio. And I have to say, you really should have called. I heard you found something very intriguing. His theme kind of slaps, it's funky. This whole game has such funky music. I have nothing to hide, Agent Lang. It's exactly what you see before me. I'll take it from here. Yeah, that guy's really dead. No way, he's really dead? Shock. Hey, you waiting for an invitation? Hurry up and detain the suspect now. Suspect who? Oh my god, of course it's him. Officer Meekins, is it? You're coming with us.
What, sir? I had nothing to do with it, sir.
Agent Lang, don't you think you're being a bit rash? Do you even have a good reason to suspect Officer Meekins? I'll leave that kind of stuff to you prosecutors. It's your job, after all. Like I said earlier, the crime scene isn't as forgiving as your precious courtroom. That's your answer? You know, guilty until proven innocent. That's how this country works. I know you like your logic and reasoning, but it's not spectacular. But that sort of impractical fluff is not needed out here in the field. Buddy, do you know the Great Herlock Sholmes? All you have to do is arrest a suspicious person after suspicious... Okay, that does not sound like how it should work. Have you ever heard of due process? What the fuck? That's how you eliminate crime from the street. Yeah, just arrest anybody that's suspicious, regardless of what they're doing. Okay, cool, great idea. But that's also precisely how you unnecessarily arrest innocent people by mistake. Innocent people? Nonsense. There's no such thing as an innocent person. We've all got a blemish or two in our hearts. That's tyranny. I won't allow such a thing to go on unchecked before my eyes. Too bad you didn't call the shots around here. Lang's fists are named due process. As I have sworn to uphold the laws of this land, I cannot allow you to take this man in. That you would arrest a man on false charges without even conducting an investigation? Have you no honor as a member of law enforcement? You, how dare you speak so disrespectfully to our Shifu? Hold it! Hey, you don't get to say hold it, you're not a lawyer. I'm sorry, his finger taps being on beat is very satisfying. Now it's going a little fast, now I think. It's like almost on beat. Wait, did he do like double finger taps in time with the music? Or no? Okay, it's like a hair faster than the music, and eventually it like catches up. Or maybe not. I'm sorry, I should play the game. You amuse me, Mr. Prosecutor. Lang Z says, every pack has its own rules. I imagine him just like howling after he says, every pack, Lang Z says, every pack has its own rules. Oh! I hope to God he howls, please. I need him to howl at some point. Why is he dressed like he's auditioning for a stage performance of Fairy Tail? Are there furries in Fairy Tail? Cause if so, that's who he should be. You can play by their rules and come out on top. That is a true victory. Alright, I'll give your beloved laws a fair shake. I'll show you just how much investigating I've done. Through my line of logic. Alright, ooh. Shilong Lang's logic. I've seen a lot of bodies like the one being carted off in my time. I can say he was shot in a single glance, but even you figured that much out, right? With the current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. God, I wish it was like that in real life. The one thing from this universe that I would take into our... yeah. Not unless you're a member of law enforcement like Officer Meekins, isn't that right? Are we gonna fucking present the Bad Badger and say, you can get a gun if you're the Bad Badger? If that is actually the point that we're gonna present, I'm gonna shit myself. That is your reasoning? Solid as a rock. It's based on the philosophy of detainment. Fairy Tail is a guy who can into humanoid animals? Oh, okay. Makes sense.
What's this oh my god, words. What's this philosophy of detainment?
You don't know? In that case, pay attention, girly. In my country, the criminals have a saying. Beware of the wolf. Why the wolf? Because in my language, Lang means wolf, and you don't mess with me and my pack. Oh! Every time he says pack, I imagine him howling. And as for the detainment philosophy, its father is my honorable ancestor, Lang Z. You'd think I'd have heard of him and his teachings if he is that famous. Lang Z developed it as he worked to lock criminals away thousands of years ago. To this day, the Shangfa police still trains its recruits using his philosophies.
But thousands of years ago? That makes your story about as believable as a fairy
tale mention! No way! Anything wears down and breaks over time. Do you really believe something as ancient as that can be applied to today's world? You want to put it to a test? It's all coming together, it really is! So what can you tell me about the body? Lot. Even without an autopsy, I have my ways. It teach you the basis of forensics along with the detention philosophy. Oh, and you wouldn't mind telling me a little what you figured out, correct?
Hold it!
Yes, I think anyone who saw the bullet wounds would come to the same conclusion. Not so fast! Don't pat yourself on the back yet. What's that supposed to mean? Sheena, please speak. Lang Z says, search where the water is deepest. You have to keep your eyes on the big fish that lurks in the depths, which is the killer. Is that right? And what would you know about the killer?
Hold it!
It would appear you've studied a little of our laws. Studied? Who needs to study what every child on every street corner already knows? It's that... Sheena! And the Federal Firearms Restriction Act. Oh my god, she finally speaks! That's it, the Federal Firearms Restriction Act. I hear it's not easy to get a gun these days. Interesting. That woman is the one in charge of keeping track of the information.
Hold it!
If that's the case, there are plenty of other officers who might be potential suspects. You're not seriously going to arrest each and every one of them, are you? As if I would need to. I've already looked into everyone else here. Oh? Other than Officer Meekins, I know no one else's weapon has been fired. How did you check every single person's weapon in such a short span of time? And how did you know it was his? It's because each and every one of my subordinates is extremely capable. Did he check the ballistic markings of everybody's things? It didn't take more than a few minutes to conduct the entire investigation. The power of sheer numbers. But we have yet to check Officer Meekins' weapon, correct? Thanks for reminding me. Hey, you. Show me your gun. Oh! What's wrong? Why does he look so sickly pale all of a sudden? Gun! What'd you say? I can't hear you. Stop mumbling and spit it out already.
Sir! I lost my gun, sir! How could you be so irresponsible?
And also, he didn't have a gun. So how could he shoot the guy? Ha 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 ha. In the end, it looks like you're still the only suspect we got, despite the fact that he doesn't even have a gun. What the fuck? You're the one who waited outside this garage to ambush and kill the victim. So you think that Officer Meekins waited here to kill the victim, do you, Lang? I think this little accusation deserves a lot more scrutiny. Okay, there we go. There's another statement, so it's not gonna be... It's not gonna be the fact that the Bad Badger has a gun. Yes, this friendly mascot in an amusement park that children take pictures with has a real gun! Sheena, take this down. Edward isn't as cool as me. Yeah.
Hold it!
You mean to tell me the murder occurred here in this garage? And the fact that the suspect was found almost next to where the body was found? I'd say it's pretty obvious that this is the crime scene. Langzy says, criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. Okay, so it's gonna be the crime scene photo here, considering there's no blood on the ground.
Hey, finally a quote even I've heard of before.
Furthermore, Langzy says, my voice feels fine now. It's weird, like my voice goes through a rough patch and then it feels fine. Successful investigations are the result of multiple returns to a crime scene. Looks like neither detectives nor criminals have changed their ways over the millenniums. Isn't it millennia? Wow, Edgeworth, get your words right. Didn't you say you've never uttered a grammatical error in your life? Well, you just did, buddy. This is the kind of conclusion the philosophy of detainment can lead you to.
I don't get it, Mr. Edgeworth. Why are you putting yourself on the line for Mr. Meekins?
It's not that I particularly care about what happens to Officer Meekins.
What?
However, I can't simply stand by while Agent Lang ignores our country's laws. Lungs of steel. Wait, for what? What did I say? I don't even remember what I said. Oh, can we inspect this? It's the victim's pendant, which is shaped like a horse.
It's got a real dignified look on its face. That makes it worth all the more. Oh, no, Mr. Edgeworth.
What? Did you find an important piece of evidence?
This is made of platinum silver. That makes this thing super valuable. I've seen this type of jewelry at a lot of stores before, so I know it when I see it.
Kay, if you ever laid so much as a finger on those pieces of jewelry...
What, me? I'd never do something like that.
Is it possible that she has never wanted to steal from a jewelry store before? The name Colin Deveray is engraved here.
I really admire people who carve their own names into a pendant.
Oh, and why would that be?
You have no imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. Did you ever think that maybe people want to have their loved ones always nearby?
It's not as if I had to have a wedding band and I have no interest in accessorizing. Well, one day you'll be married to Phoenix, so like, it's okay.
I suppose. Anyway, you know what? More than wearing flashy accessories, I'd rather be engraving my name into every treasure I can find all around the world.
A sign of affection is one thing, but blatant vandalizing is just a bit different.
Objection!
Unfortunately for you, Agent Lang, that is simply not possible. What do you mean? You've seen the crime scene for yourself. And while you were looking, did you not think to yourself that it was a little too clean? Aya! So you did notice that there was too little blood, and you acted as if this could still be the scene of the crime. Are you stupid? Do you still wish to claim that Officer Meekins committed the murder here? Because this isn't the crime scene. And if it was, your men who led you to think it was, then I suggest you leave this case to the local police to set the record straight. Rawr. He's growling like a dog. Ha 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 ha! Not bad. I see your logic can be just as sound as mine. Your logic isn't sound at all, dipshit. In that case, let me ask you this. Don't you think it's weird that officer was hanging out around here in the first place? Weird? How so? Hey, you! The squad's not even supposed to be in this area, right? What were you doing, neglecting your duties and loafing around here? I... Don't you dare give me some lame excuse like I found myself taking a walk.
But sir, I really did take a walk, sir.
You're a disgrace. How dare you take your pack obligation so lightly? Oh! I should just commit to the bit, right? I should just do it. Officer Meekins is looking extra meek. Is he hiding something?
Mr. Edgeworth, please, sir! Save me the way you did earlier, please, sir!
Officer Meekins, please give us a detailed account of what happened.
Sir, not you too, sir!
His eyes, please.
It's true, sir. I wasn't assigned to this area, sir. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area, sir. I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams in the Blue Badger mobile, sir. But I got completely caught up in my role selling dreams to the children, sir. Before I knew it, I found myself here in this area, sir.
What is this Blue Badger mobile?
It's a moving store on wheels that sells sweet dreams and merchandise, sir.
So the Blue Badger Mobile is just a roaming souvenir shop?
Sir, I swear I was chasing the kidnappers down while I was being a good dream merchant.
He seems rather worked up, even more than his usual hyperactive self.
He sure seems sure of what he's saying.
Can you try to calm down and lower your voice to a more reasonable level, officer?
Sir! Sir Roger, sir!
Hold it!
All right then, where were you assigned to?
I was assigned to the main gate, sir.
You must mean the area with the bridge and the outrageous fountain.
Okay, then why are you here in the Wild Wild West area?
It's because of a very deep reason, ma'am.
Hold it!
Describe for me how you conducted your investigation. You were supposed to be in the main gate area, which is, in here.
But the only people that seem to gather around me were little girls, sir.
Well, what do you expect when you're just like the Blue Badger?
I thought I had no choice at that point, sir, so...
Hold it!
What exactly do you mean by selling dreams?
Sir, the Blue Badger Mobile is where dreams are collected.
What?
Sweetness like you never known except in dreams, ma'am, like innocent drops. And bitterness found only in nightmares, ma'am, like guilty jawbreakers. Selling those as I push the Blue Badger Mobile along is my sworn duty, ma'am.
Hold it!
You completely forgot to look for the kidnappers?
No, sir, of course not, sir. I would never do something like that, sir. You're absolutely right.
Oh, you're good at this forcing people to confess thing, Mr. Edgeworth.
To be frank, I'm just a little man, sir. I'm just a little man. Your Honor, I'm just a little guy. I'm better at selling kids a few small dreams than looking for a big crook, sir.
Hold it!
Enough wallowing in your own self-pity. Let's return to your testimony.
Yes, sir.
Hold it!
How did you wind up all the way over here?
I was in the middle of a sea of kids, sir. One of the kids decided to challenge me to a fight, sir. I had to run away from the child's painful drop kicks, and before I knew it...
The good old drop kick. I dished out my fair share of those when I was a kid. It was always the best when you felt one really connect with your opponent.
Words. In any case, you wound up here for a reason completely unrelated to the investigation.
Sir! That's right, sir!
That's not something you should be admitting to with your head held high, officer. It sounds like he simply forgot about his real job and became the Blue Badger. However, there is one flaw in Officer Meekins' story, but I have the feeling he'll need some prodding before he'll spill the beans. Alright. Every square inch of the main gate. I'm looking for that. I want to look at... Can we look at this more? Okay.
Hold it!
Who's going in the... Was he driving this one here? And pushing it?
Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
Oop, that admitted it. Okay. So he was told to be, like, out here? Well, he was, like, pushing that cart, he said, right? Mobile shop on 3 wheels. So he brought this one here, supposedly? I mean, there are no, like, tire tracks. Could have been... I'll try this, because, like, there are no tire tracks. It's parked in here. There's no signs of it being out.
Objection!
Officer Meekins, I would appreciate if you didn't tell such a transparent lies.
Sir, I'm lying, sir!
Yes, you are. You were really out there selling dreams with the Blue Badger mobile until recently. Then what is it doing here inside the garage?
Actually, I just lost track, sir!
Lost track of what?
By the time I realized it, the Blue Badger mobile was nowhere to be found, sir!
Which would mean it was perhaps stolen?
And that's when I came back to this area, thinking maybe it was in the garage, sir! But that's when you found me, Mr. Edgeworth, sir!
A likely story. Who do you think is gonna buy such a convenient tale as that? And what exactly is so convenient about his story? The car getting stolen is completely unbelievable even for a cover story. But I think we can assume the car was used alright. To move the dead body.
What?
You killed the victim at some distant location, Officer Meekins. And then you used the Blue Badger mobile to transport it all the way here. Now then, you're coming with me.
But it wasn't me, sir! The killer! It wasn't me!
Agent Lang, wait! What do you want now? You still don't know where the real scene of the crime is. You can't say we know all the facts of this case, let alone the truth. I told you the truth, Smooth, I couldn't care less. Brother, what? You just made yourself an enemy. Our job is to catch the crook. Find out your precious truth after we arrest this guy and take him in. That's the job of you prosecutors in your fancy courts with your logic. As for us, we don't have that kind of time to waste. You boorish buffoon! Come on, square up. I think you need to leave. What? We need to get the body to autopsy and you guys are getting in the way. You would interfere with another one of my investigations? Hey now, let's not forget who holds the actual authority to conduct investigations here. I'm afraid the one doing the interrupting is you, my ignorant little pretty boy. That's twice now he's calling him a pretty boy. Is he flirting with me? I'm sorry, but like, Miles is pining for another man. I'll be a good fancy boy and get what good be a good fancy boy. What the hell? I'll arrest you for obstruction of justice. Well, shit. To be continued. Well, things are a little colossally messed up. Finding the eyewitness. Alright, that's where I'm gonna end it tonight. We will pick up with this tomorrow on Christmas Eve, almost Christmas. Save again. Yeah. But yeah, thank you all for being here. We will continue with this tomorrow at around noon Eastern Standard Time. It'll be a fun little Christmas stream, you know, big day for Ace Attorney. And yeah, thanks again for being here. If I don't see you again before the holiday, have a great week, great holiday if you're celebrating anything. And just, yeah. Let's find somebody to raid. Let's raid Cater Tot. They are playing Endwalker right now, which I love Endwalker very, very much. Hold on, let me find him. Yes, Endwalker. I miss Endwalker. But thank you all again. They're at level 83 MSQ. Again, this is just if you need Final Fantasy XIV spoilers, trying to avoid those. They're at level 83 MSQ. But those are my raid commands, and then I need to add my new one with Charlie as well. But thanks again. Have a great rest of your time zone and a great holiday as well. Hold on, let me copy that for myself. And yeah, that's all. Bye-bye.